Hey guys, welcome back to the Hecktic podcast. We're on every single podcast platform, including Spotify, Apple, and Google. And if you also want to watch the uncut video, tune into YouTube. We appreciate you listening in and enjoy this episode.
Dude, welcome back to the channel. Tonight we're going to do a fucking 12-hour stream in 2 hours. How are we going to do it? You better stick around to the end. You got to fucking like, subscribe, and hit that little bell icon for the notifications for new videos, and we're going to show you just how the fuck we make this happen. Let's go.
What the fuck? Brock's hyped up today, dude.
What did he take?
Brock is hyped up.
What did he take? Oh, the multivitamins.
Probably because he's fucking anorexic. That's why.
Yeah, I know. I had a big breakfast this morning. We didn't make it to 7 a.m. That's not a joke. If you or a loved one suffers from various eating disorders, there is help available.
That brings us to our sponsor of the episode
You are looking
today.
a little thick this week, though. So,
Which camera do we look into?
Get help next
None
time.
of them.
Neither.
That brings us to our sponsor today, McDonald's. If you're looking for a big...
That's a big ball in sponsorship.
Let me tell you.
for $1.
No,
Let me tell you, you go out to
it was a bad
McDonald's,
joke.
I save money. You know how I save money? By cooking at home with the fresh, pre-prepared meals and great tasting recipes from HelloFresh.
No.
You use
That's
code
an
Hecktic
oxymoron.
right now.
No, we're not doing
Hecktic
that.
for 20% off your next order.
We're not doing that.
16 free meals, Tristan, and they're gonna double, and that's
For $2.
But dude, that's like each meal serves 2 people, so that's like 32 free meals. How much money would you save with 32 free meals? They don't tell you that it's
32 free
amortized
meals.
out over the next 4 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Over the next 4 years. Sounds like you tried it.
I looked it up one time when I started living alone. It's like, this is the only time I'm going to buy food because I don't go shopping.
You're
But
better off getting the butcher box, bro. That's what you're better off getting.
Tristan,
Did
I
you
know
buy
that.
one?
I know that we
What?
just finished up Dry January, but we
Yes,
also
we did.
finished No Shave November a long time ago.
Yes, we did.
And there's some parts that need to be trimmed up. Personally,
he's
I
not
prefer
talking
the
about-
all-ceramic skin-safe technology from Manscaped. They're up to
it is.
Lawnmower
There it is.
5.0, guys.
That's
5.0.
all over my
That
For
comes
You
with,
page.
It comes with the magic mat, the disposable things, which are just fucking
I didn't
pieces
even know
of
that was
newspaper.
coming. I didn't even know that was coming.
Oh, I did right away. That's like one of the most common ones.
He was like,
One of the
Tristan,
most
No Shave
common
November
ones.
was over 5 months ago, and I was like, where the fuck are you going with this?
You know, we were talking earlier about how you fired you lost your producer earlier, Quentin. Lots of people
Yeah.
lose staff all the time. It's really important to be able to do that, and nothing does it better than the proprietary algorithm over at ZipRecruiter, guaranteed to find you.
Knock it the fuck off. No more ads.
The new LinkedIn.
So, speaking of producers, yeah, thanks to the producer for
Quit on the
writing up
David.
our fucking theme. If you are who you are. You know who you are.
You know who you are.
You know who you are.
You know, they know.
Producer
They
that
all
doubles
know.
as a web designer, Squarespace. Build your
No more Squarespace. Hey, you're not allowed to look at the script. What do you think you're doing over here, Miguel?
Oh, I'm not
shit,
answering
what
one
the
of those.
You're answering all of
Did you
them.
know
I'm not
that 60% of men past the age of 25 are experiencing hair loss?
Shut the fuck up with the ads.
What did you
I
do?
grew my hair back with Keeps.
I'm cutting all this out.
I went bald at 16.
Hey, listen, if your
I went
producer
bald at
doesn't want to
16.
produce a
Look at
check
me
sheet
now.
for you anymore because maybe you're not performing in some areas,
Yeah.
there's no shame in it. You can go online right now and get prescription medication from Hims.
Yes.
That's forhims.com.
Dude, I'm not going to lie. I'm having
you're
a great
hectic-
time right now.
If you're experiencing low
You know
T
what else I had a
levels,
great time?
low energy.
Concerts. That's why you need to look into SeatGeek.
Oh, yeah, there's the next one.
Dude, that's the biggest
Are you
one.
guys trying to make the Super Bowl on short-term notice?
Game
SeatGeek.
time. I got tickets last week. Lowest price guaranteed.
Lowest price is guaranteed. For this game, upcoming next Sunday, lowest price, $11,000 right now.
Actually, that's a good. I'm going to be honest.
Actually,
Is that
as
a
of
box
yesterday,
seat?
it was $5,000. I listened to a podcast.
Oh,
roll
shit.
that into
That's
an
actually-
organic ad.
It's actually cheaper than I expected.
I'm going to be honest. This year, I don't even know who's in the fucking Super Bowl.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
The Banglers
No, the Bengals got. He's from Panama. Don't worry about
and
him.
Green Bay.
Do you need help learning a second
Wait, time out.
language? You could go to
Would you
Babbel.com. Use promo code Hecktic for.
We're not getting paid for any of this.
OpenEnglish.com.
You gotta sell.
Rosetta Stone.
You gotta
We're
take money to make
selling
money.
nothing. You can't sell something that's free.
Once these companies see all these ads, they're going to be wanting us to actually read them off from how good of a job we've been doing.
We're gonna need Brock to read them off because he fucking
Yeah.
ties them in so well,
Wait, did we start?
What was I
already?
gonna say?
Seamlessly tied in.
seamlessly, frictionless.
Dude, you know what else is great other than not having seams?
Oh my fucking
You ever
god!
get a shirt that looks really really crumpled when you
Going
don't
with
tuck
cuts.
it.
Absolutely.
Try
yes.
untuck it shirts. Oh, we could have done cuts clothing, untuck it.
That's what I
Personally,
don't even know
find,
of.
speaking of like rips in clothing that doesn't go the right way, ever feel like the fly-on jeans vertical doesn't make any sense? Well, with Tommy John's proprietary easy access horizontal fly, you can sneak right out there real easy. Use promo
Tommy
code.
John's a triggering word for me. I don't need to use that one.
yeah, you got
For
Tommy
those
John, right?
listening and watching, clearly you can see and hear that we have somebody new today. What's your last name?
Chari.
Come on, bro.
What?
Cherry.
Chari?
Cherry.
Oh, I do know your last name, Cherry.
Cherry.
Wait, is it pronounced Chari?
It's Chari.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. We have Miguel Charlie today.
Cherry Mike.
He is straight off the boat.
Cherry Mike.
Straight off the boat. He was in a
Straight
shipping
off the
crate.
raft, baby. No, I'm kidding. You did grow up in Panama, but you are from Panama.
I'm from Panama. When I was a couple months old, moved to LA.
Oh, the big fucking LA. You're an LA guy.
Yeah, I'm an LA guy, but
Wow.
not anymore.
West Coaster.
He is
And
another shipbuilder and engineer
Yeah.
with me, Brock, and Tristan. And you guys know Brock and Tristan. So
Right.
I have a good question for you guys. We're all engineers, right? Somebody actually sent this in.
No.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Somebody
Let's go.
sent this in. This is, where the hell's the question? Because I know I put it on here. Okay, here we go. You're probably not going to be able to get this, but try your best.
Is
This
it a riddle?
This was given to a fourth grader. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see if three engineers that build today's Navy's ships
The best ones in the world.
can answer
2.5.
a fourth grader's ship. Or, a fourth grader's question. All right?
Right.
Mateo bought some bags of marbles.
Mate.
All right? Same fucking thing, Miguel. All right? The number of bags he bought was 3 less than the number of marbles in each bag. Mateo bought 40 marbles in all. How many marbles were in each bag?
Repeat the question.
The
Repeat it,
number
yeah,
of
one time.
bags is
Damn
3
it.
less than the marbles.
Give me a second. We're just going to put it on the fucking TV.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm a
Put it on-
visual guy.
Put it on the
Technology
fucking
time.
TV.
Also
To be honest,
notably terrible at math.
I actually don't know the answer to this.
4
Listen,
engineers.
if I could do frickin' math like this,
Mateo
I'd be a
bought
real
some bags.
Well, you
engineer.
build
Marbles
ships,
and
so you
number
better
of
be able to
bags.
do this.
Yeah, they say.
There you go.
Wow,
I'm
it's
going to repeat it
less
for
than
everybody
the
listening.
number of bags.
Mateo bought some bags of marbles. The number of bags he bought was 3 less than the number of marbles in each bag. Mateo bought 40 marbles in all. How many marbles were in each bag? If anybody can answer this before one of us answers it, I'll send you some.
Fucking kid,
The
I'll
obvious
send you
answer would be
something.
like 37, but
Well, that's how many bags.
yeah,
honest,
that's
I
how
tr-
many bags.
I gave up.
So it's
I gave up on this.
What?
It'll
gonna
be
be
that divided by
5 and 8.
37 divided by 40, right?
yeah, divided by 40, which cannot be because then you'll get a decimal.
He bought 5 bags
Number
that have
of
8 in
bags he
it.
bought was
Bags.
3
Yeah,
less
Well,
than the number
but the number
marbles in
of
each.
bags. Oh, the number of is 3. It's not 3 less total bags. It's the number of marbles in each bag.
You think it's
So what'd you
easy?
say?
Isn't it just the number of bags
Five.
minus the number of marbles in each bag, which is 8 and 5?
Yeah,
And then that's the difference of 3.
3 less the number of marbles in each bag. So yeah, so 5 and 8.
That was too
The
easy.
number of bags he bought was 3 less than the number of marbles in
And
each
you can't
bag.
prove that that's not 37 over 40. So
Yeah.
I can't
My
prove
math holds
anything.
up.
You could say
Yeah.
20, and I think you're
He
right
bought-
because I don't know the fucking
Yeah, does
answer.
the number of marbles have to be even in each bag?
I don't know.
Do
I
you know
if
that?
he bought
I mean-
5 bags with 8 marbles in each. He got 40 marbles in all. This says nothing about the number of marbles that Mateo stole.
Yes.
So like,
Yeah, Mateo.
Doesn't say the bags are even.
If you're Mateo, stop stealing fucking marbles.
also like how big? There's got to be a bigger bag of
Okay,
marbles.
so let's
like if
just-
I
let's
wanted
do
40
algebra.
marbles and they're like you can only buy
Why
them.
is the number of bags?
Oh,
You
sweet.
need more than 8 marbles in a bag
3
to
less
play a
than
Why?
game.
Yeah, and like if I
equals-
want
Just
40
kidding.
marbles and they're only
Yeah,
selling
let's
them
do
in
algebra. Let's
bags
do
of 8,
algebra.
I'm
I don't know how to
gonna
do it.
F
Yeah,
of
that's
X.
No,
No,
why?
we're not
something
grabbing
funky going on.
40.
Okay.
We know
No.
our why.
No,
No,
because
3
Mateo
minus-
bought 40 marbles in all. That's not
Y
what's in each
equals
bag.
Y equals
So
3
40.
minus X
Times 40.
40. Yeah,
Okay.
whatever he said.
Y equals 3 minus
Okay.
X.
Yeah.
Okay, but it has about
Could be x minus 3 times x.
I think it's
right?
X minus 3. That's the last thing I looked at when I saw this
X,
question.
so
3
it'd
times
be-
40.
So
I have
it'd
a
be
great idea,
40.
actually.
Dude, just Google it.
I
It'll
have a
come up
great
on
idea.
chat.
So-
It'll
I have a
come up
great
on
idea.
chat.
Minus 120.
In the next tab over, We have an AI system.
ChatGPT.
Boy.
Let's see if it works.
No way. ChatGPT's making an appearance.
Oh, put it on the screen.
That might have to be our first sponsor.
Dude, what if it is? It's Microsoft. They don't give a fuck about it. According to the problem, the number of bags Mateo bought was 3 less than the number of marbles in each bag. So there were
Turn the
X
equation
minus 3
into
bags.
X times X minus 3 equals
Oh.
40. Kind of like a...
Kind of like Brock said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, this does math faster than...
So we're doing a quadratic here.
That's a... Oh my...
No way.
Holy shit, dude.
I don't think we needed to do this.
This is
seems
4th
unfair.
grade math.
Well,
This-
the quadratic is...
Well, I don't know
is
if I did that in
adjacent.
4th grade.
No.
So
No.
all this shit now. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
we
still
didn't around
still-
here because we're stupid.
That was in like 10th, 9th. No, 8th grade. I'm
I
sorry.
was still playing centers in 4th
Oh,
grade.
fuck. It's one of these answers.
So it's 8 and 5. So it's 8 and negative 5 or 5.
Yeah.
Plus
Yeah.
or minus 5. So
Plus or
obviously
minus.
it was the number of marbles in each was 8 and it was 5. And look at that. Tristan figured it out with doing like without
go.
doing
Wait.
40
I'm
minutes.
actually really impressed with that.
Dude, it's...
It's pretty cool. Is that being recorded?
And he's drunk off his ass right
He's
now.
fucking hammered.
And if you want to listen to this podcast ad free, you can join Amazon
my-
Music.
Yeah, what do they have to do to
Favorite place
watch
for all
ad-free
your
Q?
music and podcasts.
Hey, newsflash, morons. We are ad free. Nobody gives a fuck about us.
Yeah, the first 5 minutes
Oh.
of this podcast beg to differ.
That's your fault,
we had
dude.
7 sponsorships.
You watch, YouTube's gonna fucking flag this for having ads.
Dude, that's your fucking fault. Wait,
Oh my.
Unsolicited.
4 pennies that you would have monetized.
wait, I got it there. Jeez.
4 pennies.
What did you just say?
I implied that there's not a lot of subscribers, that number should go up. If you want to see Quentin do something extremely embarrassing live during a 24-hour podcast, subscribe, like this video, hit that little bell notification. We will be taking chat suggestions, and if the stream hits over 2,500 live viewers, he'll do whatever the 4th suggestion of the stream was.
That's a lie. If that's anything to
Are you
do,
going to disappoint the viewers?
Exactly.
as long as it has nothing to do with my hair, I'll do it.
Oh.
I like
You
my
just
hair.
gave him something.
What
I
about...
just said that's
where?
off. That's off.
Hair wear.
Can we dye it red?
Eyebrows and hair. My head
Okay,
hair.
so Tristan's going to shave your ass.
Oh, no, I would prefer to wax it
That
ass.
sounds like he's the one that's losing
And
that one.
Hey.
Fuck. I'm gonna
Do you
say it.
think for the 24-hour podcast we could get someone who is we'll say quasi-certified esthetician to come and give him a nice little back sack and crack?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Only if it's 20% off.
I was implying, well,
If we have 20...
I think
Are
I think
you
we
the
could
back sacking? Wait, what?
do back sack and crack guy? No.
Okay.
No, we have to find someone who's licensed and certified. I know you have connections.
Right.
So we could explore that, and then we just pour some hot wax right on his perineum and let
Lord
that go to
have
town.
mercy. Like we said, family friendly.
damn.
Obviously, we're not going to show
We will-
that, but we will show the facial expressions and turn the mics down for
Wait, I
the
want to play
streaming.
this game. I want
The
to play this
entire
game.
ass crack will be censored.
Have you guys ever played the thing where you're like, she's like, or they're like, she's a 10, but?
Oh,
You
yeah.
put that game?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I looked up a couple
she
of them.
wants you to wax your perineum. And I'm going to use perineum instead of taint for the remainder of this episode.
Okay, please do, because nobody knows what that is until you just fucking ruined it.
That's why I figured I'd
That
throw
was
it
a
out
new
there.
one.
What is this one? She's a 10, but she's always high.
1.
Tristan's like 11.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's like a-
doesn't count for anything.
Tristan's like, yeah, she's an 11.
Yeah, that doesn't make her any less of a 10.
1.
Actually, no, it depends
Why?
on her behaviors outside of being
Yeah, I think
high.
I'm with Miguel on this
If
one.
she
That
can
would be
if-
untenable.
Dude,
Yeah,
anyone that's
like,
always high
If
is
your
not going
girl's
to do
always
anything.
high, you take her to family events. Like, come on.
Oh,
I don't know.
lower than one
There's
now.
high functioning addicts out there.
What do you?
Yeah.
High functioning addicts out there that can
Hey,
maintain
I'm
a
looking
job
at
while
one.
being
And if you're one of them,
always inebriated.
Tristan's if you'd like to sign up to date our
You
next
suck.
bachelor and you happen to be a high functioning addict, Tristan is interested.
Here you go. Here you go. She's a 10, but she talks to a lot of guys.
Oh, yeah, then she's the 6.
She fucking thinks she gets to
how?
have friends. What's
How
up
does
with
she
that?
talk to another guy?
Yeah, how's she talking to him? Is she like a receptionist?
fucking
I know this bitch
She
is
can have a lot of friends.
Yeah, you watch. We're gonna say something like a 3, and it's like, well, she's gainfully employed as a telemarketer, and it's like, ah, now I'm the dick.
So the 10 in the beginning of that statement always means that she's a 10
Exactly,
on looks,
like-
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and if she's talking to a lot of guys, then yeah, she's...
See, I
At
judge
max
more
a
on
6.
personality. So, like, what if she's a 10, but her face is busted?
Okay, you know what? Time out. Time out from the
But she
game.
has a great personality.
30 second.
A 20.
You judge on personality? Okay, so if you see 10 girls in a row, of course. Okay,
When
this
you're
is for you.
70, you don't look like you were when you were 15.
Okay, so you see 10 girls in a row. 9 of them
We had
look
this conversation
extremely ugly,
yesterday.
and 1 looks beautiful. Which
We
one are
had
you
this-
gonna go talk to?
Okay. Okay. If we're being totally honest,
Listen, there's a difference between putting bait on a hook and getting a fish in a boat, okay? The looks are the bait. All right? That may reel you in, but you can throw that hook and swim the fuck away before you get all the way in.
right?
So
And once you
I
run
don't-
out of fish, then you go for the ugly fish. I get it. It's not great, but
I don't know what that. So you're saying
But
you
it
would
has-
go for the beautiful woman?
I'm saying, yeah, you're gonna go talk to the pretty girl, and it's gonna take you about 4 seconds to realize that that's not a fucking good time.
Right, but
Right.
you went to the beautiful woman.
Yeah, that's it.
What if it turns out
You know
then
what I'm
she
gonna do?
has?
I'm gonna go full Andrew Tate on this way and say that's just
No.
a biological predisposition,
It is, but
and all women
What
are
is?
fucking
Wait,
stupid.
it is. No, it is. No, it is. You're gonna go to someone who you're attracted to.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm gonna look at her eyes and her smile, and if they're kind and she seems happy, then I'm all in.
Of course, that's exactly what I fucking.
What do
look
you
at.
look at?
Her ass.
That's the type of shit I've been preaching. I look for girls with
Ask my girlfriend.
personality.
So hang on, hang
Ask
on.
my girlfriend. Also the producer, if anyone was curious who didn't make the theme of
I
today.
don't know. She's kind of been an absent producer the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
hang on. Is this line of 10 women facing away from you in your version?
God, this
Or
is.
I
kind of like
think so.
Kind of like you're looking down the road. And you're like
Sideways.
Ding, ding,
Yeah,
ding,
side
ding.
view.
Whoop.
You can see which ones are pointing
Yeah,
upward than the
getting
others.
a
Yeah.
nice orthographic side
Yeah,
profile.
yeah.
What do you like? I like a southeast isometric view of my women.
You went way too far.
I
into
like
this.
that concept a lot. I feel like dating apps should be structured in that way.
Dude,
would that
Where
be a
every
110?
picture is in
3D?
front, side, the orthographic, and like the top view. That'd be.
Called a photo.
So I have a little 3D scanner in my desk at home. I also have 3D printers in the basement,
yes.
and I had decided at one point that instead of sending dick pics, I was just going to send 3D printed copies of my penis.
That's fucking genius.
It's useful. It's utilitarian.
That
man.
Like in the mail.
Hey,
An
I
In
really.
the
amazing
mail.
idea.
I mean, you could send a 3D model.
And I
I mean,
feel
you
like-
could send like a 3D one. Even Windows has a 3D viewer, and now we're just getting. We could do something for scale. I mean, it'd be. Of course. I think I'm a visionary. I don't know what
No,
you
dude,
guys
that's a great idea.
1 in 100.
Because say it's an unsolicited.
2 to 1.
stretch it.
Like say it's an unsolicited. I don't know what we'd call this. A model of your dick. I feel like you can easily deny that. I mean, like I feel like it's a lot more disputable than a
how'd you know
picture
it
of
was
your
mine?
cock.
I'm glad
I
my
think
entire
so.
family's listening to this podcast, but I'm gonna keep going even deeper.
All right, take that shit to the
No,
next
'cause
step.
That was my idea
I'm
with
actually-
the 3D picture, but that's not the point.
No. But I actually, it's deeper, but it's actually a little. It's a more serious. So I hope none of you guys do this. And if you do, don't say that you do. But unsolicited dick pics. Just like randomly, you take a dick pic and you send it to everyone in your Snapchat. Dude, I genuinely think that that's a form of like almost sexual assault.
Oh, 100%
Like you are
agree.
flashing somebody that does not want
1000%
to.
agree. Personally, I need a notarized, signed form before I would even consider. Like it, like I need at least.
Can you
4,
sign this?
No.
Like I need 4 formal written requests before
Signed
it's
and
even on the
everything?
table.
By
Yeah,
that time, the mood's dead.
yeah.
Yeah, like, because and
Who are you
and I
again?
don't know. And listen, I don't know about
That's
you,
like a
Miguel.
Sheldon.
I don't know about you, Tristan, but I know Quentin looking around this room is a similar thing. If I'm going to take a picture, it's a fucking event.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
oh god, I gotta go see it. Make sure I got batteries in the flash. What's my shutter speed?
Yep.
Do we want to go real shallow depth of field and give some depth effect? What
Low
angle do we
aperture.
want?
Yeah.
We're gonna drop some LUTs on this. Hang on,
Right,
I gotta boot up. I gotta boot up Lightroom.
Lightroom,
And
gotta
by then
edit
she's
it.
like, you know what? I'm just gonna go to bed.
And then you're like, fuck.
But it's gonna be really good.
Yeah, just give me a couple seconds. More like a couple minutes.
Shit, I coughed and the balls talked.
Yeah.
Damn. Rocket science.
No, I just think that's super fucking weird. I don't know.
So are you an under angle guy or top?
Where do
To
you
be honest, if we're gonna get real deep here, again, sorry for any of the families listening.
more of a side on?
I haven't taken a dick pic since like fucking sophomore year of high school.
yeah.
wow.
So there's
I
a
really
couple
haven't.
things here.
I'm not against it. I just
what was your
6
technique
years ago?
then? But I don't need to ask
7?
about Quentin's
Yeah.
15-year-old penis.
yeah, see, that you just can't do that.
That's a problem.
In my
I don't really remember.
professional opinion, you can never do completely top or completely bottom. It has to be the orthographic view if you want.
Yeah, you need
Straight above, baby.
No,
depth.
no,
No,
you can't do that.
You need to show angles from every direction.
And there cannot be any face
This is
or
like a-
stomach in it,
no
in my
face.
opinion.
This is
No
from Blue Mountain
stomach.
Hide as
State.
much
Yeah,
as
are
you
we doing
can.
rings?
Yeah.
You gotta be thinking of her because
Oh
it
my
looks
God.
different. Put something identifying like a ring or a fancy watch. No, I was gonna get to the Blue Mountain.
It's got to be something different than what she's seen before.
This fucking podcast really just took off the rails
You
right away.
Is it a live photo?
Like
do we do a
thrill
little
thing.
video with
God.
it? Like just enough to show how it
Is
moves?
it going to be
or-
pulsing while the
It's a
picture's
GIF.
going?
It's a GIF.
Oh my gosh.
So let me ask you this: if you do the unsolicited pic, if you're the girl and you receive the unsolicited pic, is it more upsetting if it is just a full-on blue top rager or completely flaccid?
It's a blue top ranger.
Dang, I would love to have a girl's
Like
opinion on
rock
this
hard.
episode.
Like rock hard or completely flaccid?
To be honest, I just
my
feel
God.
like I
Like, I
cannot feel gay answering this question in any way. So I'm just gonna leave it
No,
out
you
there on
can't.
the table and let anyone else.
It's all
answer.
guys talking. How could you
like,
possibly be gay?
Comment section.
You think this has a strong female listenership?
Yeah,
I
no, we
get-
have 37% females.
Oh, wow.
There's a decent
Bye,
amount, and 50 people who watch every week. So that's
Is that all your girlfriend and her sister's friends?
probably. Yeah.
So this is gonna go wild.
So this is even weirder now.
So that makes it much worse,
So thanks,
actually.
because all the listeners are friends and family.
Okay.
so-
All right. Let's go. Let's go to the next thing.
Shout
What's
out
your
John
next
Briggs.
topic? I'll get off a.
I don't have a
sentence.
topic. I want to go back to the game. It was kind of fun.
Yeah.
She's a 10, but she's obsessed with astrology.
0.
Oh, I'm
my.
so in.
Like absolutely obsessed.
Does she have crystals too?
No, dude, that's even
Yes.
worse than the astrology.
Are you one
Yeah.
of those? You like crystals?
No, but I like people who are that gullible because it's
believe
gonna make
anything?
my life so
Oh,
much
she'll
easier.
be so easy to manipulate.
No, like you can walk in one, you can be like, hey, and this is an easy one, but like,
Hey. Yeah.
you hear about the fucking birds?
Dude. Shut the fuck up.
Did you hear about the fucking birds? Birds.
She's gonna be like, no, what? Tell me.
Like, oh my gosh, did you hear that Mercury is in retrospect right now? She's like, it's retrograde, you idiot. Oh yeah, I'm the moron.
Dude, Mercury's in Gatorade right now. We can't be doing this.
Mercury's in Gatorade.
Really?
Oh my god. Miguel.
Really?
Wait, I think Miguel might have seen that clown.
Dude.
What clown?
Have you seen him? The clown.
There's no way he has, though.
Oh, I did see him.
The
Fuck
clown
did I
that,
miss?
I did too.
shit.
I
the
did
clown
see
that
him.
hides from gay
Yeah,
people?
yeah. I saw him the other day.
You did?
I saw him at Jack's actually.
Damn it!
I went to go get
He's been watching
some
the
pork and beans.
episodes. He must have seen
You
me
must
when
have
I
watched
got.
the episode. Guys, go get some water when I leave.
The host
This is
left.
awkward now.
So,
The
so Quentin's up and walking around, and
So-
And damn, is that boy looking thick today?
all right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. He's going to reboot the cameras to reset the record time, make it easier to edit later.
Oh,
He's moving from the A7 III back to the Canon M50.
Yeah, I know.
That's the long shot here across the apartment. He's got that one rebooted. Nailed the reboot there. We didn't lose any recording time at all. The real question is, are you going to restart the Q cam here on the end of the mic boom? That's
Oh,
been
shit.
recording as well. That one will keep running.
Has it
but-
been?
How do I
yeah,
do this?
you just you
turns
can either
off?
touch the top or the button on the side. Either one will work.
We're
there you
off.
go. You stopped
All right.
and
We're,
restarted, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if he's going to include it in the edit, but we have included the Q cam in today's episode because I felt like Quentin himself didn't get enough airtime with the existing camera
The
setup.
host didn't
Wait, how
get
do I see
enough
what-
airtime.
He's back there behind the desk. It's really his show, but
I
we
feel
didn't give
like
him
I-
enough dedicated footage, and this one really allows him
What do
to
you watch
show
at
his
home, bro?
character
You
on
know
the
what?
sides.
You know
What
what
do you watch at
angle
home?
this
Like,
reminds me
like
myself, in
Crocodile
the,
Hunter?
myself in the mirror.
I don't know. Where are you getting this accent from? Like,
his
Early revolutionary history.
I feel like doing the accent like that with the play-by-play is almost purely a golf issue. I like
Oh,
that.
dude, that's spot on
Sort
with
of
the
a-
golf one.
he's
That
gonna
is
step
that
up
is
here to
a,
the shot.
You gotta whisper though.
is that a golf thing?
No, I'll take
Not
the
if we're in the
headset
booth.
off.
If we're
Dang
on
it.
the side here, we're gonna see that.
That's
I
golf.
feel like the second you do the Australian with the whisper, we're sneaking up behind here, and mine is a real big one. We gotta be careful because we're in the middle of mating season, and it's dark out here, and our vision is not as good as that animal over there. So we want to be respectful and keep our distance and make sure that we're not getting in between this massive mother and her children over there in the water column. They start to rotate around behind us.
Just a nature
We're in the
documentary.
danger
I
zone.
thought we were talking about golf.
Yeah, no, but that's something. When I do the Australian, we start to whisper. It starts to feel more nature documentary, and I really wish I could pull a David Attenborough out of my ass right now, and I just can't.
It's
I
literally.
got another one. She's
Yeah.
a 10, but she has a deeper voice than you.
To be honest, that shit doesn't upset me very much.
And why would
What if she also has a bigger Adam's apple?
I mean, I feel like mine's. Oh, dude.
Careful.
Have I ever even seen a girl with an Adam's
You're
apple?
gonna get canceled.
That's because a girl with an Adam's apple isn't a girl.
Well,
Come on, Chelsea.
No, there is the cancelable.
You just got canceled.
how does that?
Fuck. Okay.
Oh no.
How would you even properly say this? A girl with an Adam's apple was assigned. Is the
Would
word that
that
we're
be
supposed to
considered
use?
an Eve's apple?
Was
Is
it
that
assigned?
she identifies as a girl? Her sex assigned at birth was feminine.
There's no way.
That's how we say it up here.
It was
in
actually
America.
male.
No,
There's no way.
that's not what we
This
call
doesn't
it.
fly in Panama.
There's only men and women.
Well, you're
Panama's-
Cancel
onto
me for
something
it.
here, in that I think some states also allow you to not include a sex on the birth certificate, so you can't even do assigned at birth
That's what
anymore.
Trump. Did you
What
see
the
the
fuck is
Trump
this?
speech the other
What Trump
day? That
speech?
he was talking about all that. Like he's gonna go against all of that. Like,
But he
there's
has
only
no
two
power.
genders. No, like
Not
when
yet.
he gets reelected.
Actually, he does have power. Influence
He's
is
still
power.
got power.
That's
gonna
all.
get reelected.
Influence is the only power a president ever has.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Anyway,
for the
For a
most
second,
part,
I was gonna say
So
no.
pivoting off of the super palatable conversation, I mentioned Tommy John earlier in the underwear. You shy away from it
With your
due
elbow.
to baseball stuff. Did you have Tommy John done? Did you have a full
I
UCL
did. I
issue?
did. I did have
Yeah,
Tommy
show the
John.
camera.
done.
Can you?
I did.
Can you please expand upon that? Oh, that's considered the Tommy John.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a surgery.
So
an
if we're
elbow
gonna be
thing.
blatantly honest, it actually wasn't Tommy John. So they have a new surgery out now. Were you aware of Tommy John before I told you?
Like I
Like
don't think you told me
surgery.
you had Tommy John surgery. I know it's Tommy
Oh.
John. I was going to ask a follow up.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll let you. I mean, if you want to explain to the
I was
crowd.
gonna say I call it Tommy John because not only does it sound more badass, but it's also easier for people to understand. But
The same concept.
Do you even say that though?
yeah, I say it's Tommy John. But Tommy John is the process of taking the ligament from somewhere else in your body, ripping it out, and stitching it into your elbow as a new ligament. But what they're doing now is they're finding that if it's a little bit better than completely fucked, they can actually use a synthetic tape, is what they call it. And that's what
As a
they did with
ligament?
me. Yeah. And it halves the recovery time.
Because it used to be like a full, like you were
Yeah.
out for the next 162 if it was major league.
Yeah.
Like it was a full
That's
season
still how
and
it
a
is.
half.
You'd lose your
That's
career.
still how it is. So the only thing that's changed with that is the return to play has gone up to like
Yep.
80%, either as you were before or better.
It's-
but the time is still the same. You're still
Yeah.
at a year and a half before you're back to 100%.
And see, I assumed it was Tommy John because it's pitching, it's an elbow injury. You know what I was going to ask? So you mentioned the same or better.
Yeah.
I know there are some leagues that are starting to ban it, but as someone who's been through it, how do you
Really?
feel about the people? Like, there's a thing, there's a little closet injury industry in some of these areas, and we've really changed topics here.
That's
where,
fine.
Where the
where they're
fuck are
taking
we?
these 15, 16-year-old kids,
Yeah.
they're doing it electively.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that it's
Oh,
reinforced
that's
and
cheating.
stronger, so
That's
that when it
fucking
comes time to
cheating.
start doing it,
So
they've
what people
got
are
it.
thinking is that, and this is what I thought before I had it, is that, so for example, if you go up to 16, right, you have the knowledge and the fundamentals as a pitcher, but you have 16 years of wear, or whatever it is that you've been throwing,
Yeah.
of wear and tear on the actual UCL. So if you can replace the UCL, make a, voice crack there,
Yeah.
make a full recovery, then your UCL's brand new, but you still have the fundamentals there, so you can come back better. After the surgery, I don't think that's true. I think what it really is because you spent a year and a half, 365 plus whatever. You spent 500 days fucking PTing every day, like fucking everything, all of your shoulder abs. So by the time you go to fucking throw a baseball,
So you think it's just a rest plus focused conditioning?
yeah, I do.
Oh, wow.
I think it can have a little bit of, but I think it's minuscule. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, you are putting a ligament from your knee in your elbow. But that's honestly worse because it's tighter, it takes more stretching. And you want more flexibility because it's more whip on your
Yeah.
arm when you're throwing.
And I think it's probably one of those things too where it's like the percentage of gain is so minimal. Like
Right.
how you had to be flawless before to have that be your like, dude, I'm at the peak of my performance. Nothing else could get even a little bit better. I got to put a knee ligament in my elbow in order to
Yeah.
squeeze anything more out
Yeah,
of this.
you're talking about the final half percents there. Like you are
Yeah.
99% efficient. You need
Yeah.
to be 99.5.
There's a lot of juice
about
left in
when-
that lemon
when that
before.
runs out?
Yeah.
When
Well-
your knee one runs out in your elbow.
You don't need. Oh, people have gotten 2 Tommy Johns.
Damn.
There's
Rare.
people who've gotten
So
2
so
Tommy
you take the
Johns
other
and
knee out?
have coming back better. Well, so The number one, it depends by the doctor. So the surgeon that I had recommended, he likes taking it from your wrist. So if you put your finger and your thumb together and point up, there's a ligament that comes out here, and that's the one they take. Apparently you don't need it.
And you don't have it anymore?
Yeah, that one right there.
It's for your sixth finger.
Yeah. Well, no, I still have it.
Yeah, when the aliens showed up, they took it.
Right.
Oh, because
Yeah.
you got the synthetic one.
Yeah, I got the synthetic tape.
My
So I had
girlfriend
half
with the
recovery
crystal,
time.
so
It's literally a tape.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, so they take that one or they take one from your knee. But to be honest, the worst thing I ever fucking did was watch the surgery beforehand.
Oh yeah, no, that's hell. You can't do
Big
that.
mistake.
It was you know what? As a matter of fact, I'm going to
Yeah,
put
let's
you
pull it up on the
motherfuckers
screen.
through that.
Put me on.
And I'm going to show you how they take the ligament out because it is
That's fun.
fucking disgusting. In my mind, I was like, oh, they go in, they make a snip here, snip the other side, and slowly take it out. They don't snip anything. They fucking rip that shit out of your arm. It's disgusting. I'm sorry that the viewers aren't going to see this.
So, I
but
mean, like most surgeries are not a good time.
nope, here it is.
No.
Here it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Tendon autograft in a left-handed baseball.
That is not going to work. One second. Let me
Ooh, lefty.
Anybody that is listening or watching, if you're on YouTube, just fucking go look this up. And you're going to regret it.
I didn't know Dustin May went in.
Fuck is happening?
Oh,
I like the
dude.
music.
Why are they playing this music with it?
The ancient Egyptian music.
Do you want to? Oh, why don't we just pull in the?
Here it is. Here it is.
Oh yeah, just putting something on the back
Dude, he's
there.
just
Yeah, just
fucking
crank
pulling
it
that
on
bitch.
it. Hell yeah. They want to make sure it's
Oh my
stretchy.
god, is
But
that
here's
thing
the thing.
flexible?
Here's the thing. So you think it's
Oh my
grotesque?
god.
Well, no, they have like the little blade
dude.
around the outside. Oh yeah, because they pull muscle with it. So let me ask you this question: how would you feel
Makes
if you
me
went in
sick.
for that surgery and while they were cranking on it to pull it out, that one snapped? So you woke up with a hole in
Oh
both
my
knees, like
God.
the first one didn't work.
You
That
can't
would
walk now.
suck.
Although
they-
that ruler is not even close to calibrated. I
Look
don't know
how-
what they're doing here.
Oh, look
Can
at
they
that.
really not come up with a better material to use than have to use a
No. Well, apparently
ligament in
it
your
works,
Working
body?
out with the synthetic tape.
it works really
So,
well.
like,
Well, that's what I'm saying is they just came out with this new surgery that has the same recovery rate. It's like 2% less that you recover to as you were before or
that.
better. And it's half the recovery time. And it's the synthetic
like a
tape.
hot dog.
But you could only do that if you have ligament left, really.
Gosh, that looks like the pigeon guts
dude,
that
this
were in the
looks
building today.
terrible.
Did you see the bird?
Oh my
That's what
god.
they did to my elbow, bro. It's making my
Oh
arm go
my
numb. I don't want to
God.
watch this anymore.
Dude, did you see
Oh.
the bird guts in the building today at work?
In
Quentin?
which building?
do it.
Up by us.
34?
No, up in 30. So there were some legs on one side of the panel line.
I can't
and
watch
then-
this. I'm sorry.
And then there was some feathers scattered about. So we have a pigeon problem at work. And apparently there was a falcon that was supposed to come in to try and take care of that. And I think that fucker's there. And I think he's been fucking demolishing
with
some
a falcon?
pigeons. Yeah. So
Yeah.
on the far side of the Pima line, there were some legs. Like some turtle legs and some bones and feathers. Then there were some
Nice.
big piles of feathers in some places.
That
so
must be a reward because
whether it's the falcon in there or an owl or a freaking raccoon stuck in at
or
night,
Hungry Joe is fucking eating.
there's something. Yeah, I don't know. We got some weird guys on third shift coming in there just demolishing pigeons. But no, something is fucking a pigeon up in that building right now. It's wild.
Who's fucking the pigeon or fucking the who's
What?
fucking up the pigeons?
No, who's,
you,
who's fucking the pigeons?
So as long as we're talking about this,
Tristan's hammer, dude.
I told people that we had a pigeon problem at work and we were getting a falcon.
Yeah, they've
People
done that.
were not excited
real one.
enough about the fact that a falcon was showing up.
That sounds badass.
That's pretty cool.
So there's a website here if you want to read something really interesting. I think it's falconforce.com.
You
That
could rent a falcon.
Yeah, no, it's a falconry service. But
it
what I
comes
want to
my elbow hurts from watching that.
what I want to focus on here.
What I want to focus on
Not
here.
good.
Netherlands.
No, so this is a web service. That's not what I'm looking for. Maybe it wasn't Falcon Force.
Look up rentafalcon.com.
Would you have Falcon as a pet?
Yeah, dude,
GitHub.
yeah.
Like
no.
if it was free?
Okay, so it wasn't Falcon Force, but there was something they had their
Yeah.
roster,
I think so.
They're
like
pretty
the
violent.
Falcons they had.
Yeah.
It's freaking hilarious because you go from like Wraith and Ace and like all these like sweet names, and then there's one that's just like Bubbles.
No, it wasn't.
It's like someone let their 12-year-old son who's been playing too much fucking Witcher name one batch, and then they let their daughter who's been playing nothing but fucking My Little Pony name the rest.
Bubbles. Bubbles
like-
the Falcon.
Yeah.
All the other Falcons fucking make fun of him.
Yeah, it's
Who the
like
fuck
half
named you,
it's
bitch?
like half names from Dark Souls, half names from I don't know, fucking Care Bears.
Better yet, that falcon is the most fucking badass of them all.
Bubbles
Like,
out there just
Yeah.
fucking, how many confirmed kills? Well,
Yeah.
Ace only has 1, Wraith has 9, but Bubbles is fucked up 24.
Bubbles is out here fucking up pigeons.
Bubbles
No,
walks in, just tattoo sleeves.
I thought that was pretty cool that they bring in a falcon, but I will say that is kind of sad to me.
But only in that building.
That they're fucking up pigeons.
Yeah, all the pigeon had to do was fucking stay out of
Dude,
the fucking
I
building.
mean, they're
They're
government
spies.
spies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a spies.
Dude, where you been? I think.
Why would the government spy on their
here's-
own ships?
So here's the thing. So I
The
think that the
Chinese
reason
bubble.
that we saw pigeon guts there is propaganda to try and make us think that birds are actually biological
They don't die.
So I have a bioavian theory here, and that they do sprinkle in, and this is actually, this is confirmed in the birds
What
aren't
up?
real
What the
literature.
fuck is bioavian? Please
It's
explain
a
that.
term that I've coined for biological birds, because when we say birds, we think of the
Yeah,
things that we
makes
see
sense,
flying
yeah.
around, which are obviously not real and covered in drones. So bioavian is what we would think of
Like-
as a traditional biological bird.
Not pigeons.
I haven't heard that term used anywhere else. I'd like to think that I coined that.
Okay.
So I even the literature out there, the research, I've done, I get into my do the so we've done the research out there. We got lots of evidence.
Dude.
There's lots of stuff out there.
Oh, man.
Anyway, if you do the research and you read the documents, you find out that there are about 5% biological birds still existing in the United States and America every day. That's actually why we wanted to build that wall on the southern border. We have the Canadians doing it, but you'll notice that one of the most commonly hunted birds in the U.S. are ones that migrate between here and Canada and go over the borders. Anyway, I think there's about 5% of these biological birds sneaking in so that they can show dead birds in various locations
Dude,
in
you're-
order to make people think that the birds are biological. They're not actually government drones.
You are a pretty good voice actor.
And Alex Jersey, what is your opinion on the geometry of the Earth?
fuck
What
is
does it
Alex-
most closely
Well,
resemble?
obviously here now.
Who is Alex Jersey?
Now, what you
Brock
gotta
Jersey?
understand about the geometry of the Earth, when you say it's flat, it's not actually flat. It's more like a disc. There's a little bit of a dome on top.
Oh
That's
my
why when
God.
you see those pictures from the SR-71s and the Blackbirds and these other false flag government operations up there with the actors, you do see a little bit of drop off. But that's not a full sphere. There's just a little bit of drop off on the edge. It curves out.
Just a lip on it.
Yeah, it's like a dome. It's like it's like the top of a freaking geyser. It's a whole caldera on top of a volcano ready to blow. Is really what we're looking at.
So tell me, what's on the other side of this disc then?
Well, now there's a couple theories on that. Obviously, I think with me being willing to disclose all this information to the general public, the globalist elites aren't allowing me to get into the actual official documents that show it's over there. There are some theories, though. We do know from some of the individuals living on the moon currently, and they're subterranean, so don't try out your telescope. That's true. Everybody talks about Hitler and the Nazis going to Argentina. There's actually currently the Fourth Reich is subterranean on the lunar surface, just underneath. They've made it to Mars. That's why we
That makes
can't let
sense.
you on.
to Mars.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Hitler himself didn't. He made it to the moon before
The actual first man on the moon.
before he passed R.I.P. to a real one. Anyway, so they made it to the moon, and that's why we keep distracting Elon with things like flamethrowers and Twitter. Remember when the Twitter sale wasn't going to go through? Someone from the deep state globalist government was like, "No, give this man Twitter. We need to distract him from getting to Mars, so he can't find out that we've been building human animal hybrids out there to come back and take over this Earth."
But he actually landed on
Well,
Mars.
thank you for
The drone did.
for coming on the podcast. I appreciate you exposing the deep state.
Yeah, and that's my voice for the
I
rest
feel-
of the week.
I
Just,
feel
Actually,
like
really good.
it fucking rips my throat up though, so we
Oh,
gotta be
really?
done now. Yeah.
We gotta be done. Okay. You just listed like 6 conspiracy theories.
he nailed a lot of them.
Give me another 20 minutes, I'll make up 4
is a
more.
really strong one.
Dude, have you ever seen the pictures of like the villages
enough.
in Argentina?
Yeah.
No, this is legit. They
I've
look
seen
like
that.
little Swedish
Like, look it
ski
up.
villages. They look like Bavarian ski towns in
Where
the
he-
mountains of
where he could've
Argentina. You want to know who who's helped kind of form an underground railroad and smuggled the Nazi leadership out of Europe?
That's Harriet Tubman, right?
No, it's the Catholic Church. They dressed them up like monks
really
and
nice.
priests and hid them.
It looks like
And then
What
got
is
them to
this?
the southern side of France. So that's just a Bavarian ski town. But you want to look for Argentina.
It looks like Marinette.
What the fuck are we talking
No, it's about
about?
as flat as.
Where
so these
are we
here,
at?
if you look, if you see those things, what do you think of? You think of like ski towns in the Swiss Alps and in that area
Sure.
Yeah.
of Europe. That's Argentina.
Yeah.
Because when the Germans arrived, they built the classic
German.
architecture. They're like, hey, we're going to raise our families here. And you want to know, listen, they're terrible people, but like they're not going to run into a whole lot of problems with the people they had issues with in Europe, in South America.
Yeah, true. You're not wrong.
That's true.
But not a massive Jewish population.
No.
In Argentina?
Yeah.
What you know about them, Miguel?
Argentina, not that much. But in Panama, there's a lot of Jews.
Really?
A lot.
Is that a joke?
You sound extremely upset about that.
Yeah. Please expand on your opinion on that.
We're expanding on that. I did not know.
Yeah.
Was that sarcasm? Because that was pretty good at that sarcasm.
No. There's a lot of Jews, actually.
And fuck them, right?
No.
What?
That's why you left.
That's why you got the fuck out of there.
I'm not upset.
I
They
mean,
make a lot of money.
I completely agree if you are.
And when they,
They
don't
control
make
the
money,
media.
when they don't make
what
money,
else
they
do they
set
do?
their place on fire, and they sell it for
What?
the insurance money.
What?
Yeah.
So they sound like some dirty bastards.
No, like there was this time in Panama where
I don't
you
think
would
it's
see.
a Jewish rule in the Torah. Is that Jewish Torah? The Torah?
yeah,
I don't think
yeah.
it's a rule that if you're going broke, you are required to
So-
set your property
so
on
do you know
fire.
where
no, that is in
but
the Jewish Bible.
It actually makes more money setting it on fire. than
something.
Yeah,
putting-
they get
I
reimbursed
know,
for it,
but
I'm
you also
sure.
go to
your
prison.
boats, you would sink it in the middle of the ocean. Like you would
Okay.
tell the lifeguard, like, "Hey, pick me up at
Yeah,
2:30 because it's gonna be down by like 1."
Yeah, insurance fraud isn't exclusively Jewish either. But do you know why they have? Where the?
Well, in
For
Panama,
any
it's a lot.
Jews that are listening, we're joking. This is a comedy podcast. So
We got canceled.
So, but
We're
legitimately,
joking. Make
do you
fun of
know-
us.
Do you know where this
Yeah,
reputation
please.
for the
Roast us.
the chosen people and money comes from?
is it
in the-
because they were
God's people,
Well,
no,
you know, in
they
like
were
the Jewish.
IRS
yes.
people.
well, they're collecting
Tax
taxes and stuff
collectors.
like that
Yeah.
in
Like Matthew.
so like in really Christian times. So think like
Yeah.
what is it?
12
Could you
disciples.
imagine being a fucking
So, like-
IRS guy in fucking 2000 BC? No, not 2000
yeah.
BC, but you know what I mean.
But like in the Middle Ages, especially when
They
things were really
hated those
run by
people.
Christendom,
Yeah.
usury, which is money lending for profit, was prohibited
Yeah.
by the Catholic Church, but not in the Jewish faith. So if you wanted to borrow money,
Yeah.
you had to borrow it from someone who was not of the predominant Christian faiths at the time.
I'm sorry to segue here. I gotta stop saying that fucking word. I say that every fucking podcast. Segue. Why do I say that?
But you say the word
Anyway.
every podcast.
You know what
too,
blows
though.
my mind? That back in the day,
Which was a Wednesday, according to Dane Cook.
which was a Wednesday, we used to despise tax collectors, right? They would
Yeah.
come to your door. They'd be like, time for your taxes. And we'd be like, fuck, we hate you. Like, get the fuck
Yeah.
out of here. Now,
Biggest stop.
the tax collectors, a.k.a. the government, has become so good at manipulating that they tell us that they're going to help us. And now people are like, well, let's just let the government do everything for us. Even though they're the same
They
people
actually
that's
do here.
taxing, that's taking the money.
Damn, bro. Woke as fuck.
Yeah.
The government does a
sense.
lot here, actually,
Yeah.
for everybody.
No, dude, I'm totally with you. Defund the police.
Yeah.
Get rid of all that shit.
Get that shit out of here.
Yeah.
No. Let's not get into that. Actually, no. Fuck it. I'll get into it. I don't care.
We're trying to get into
My
some
views are
political
my
shit
views.
tonight.
We're
You're
getting
damn
paid
right.
on
You
tax
shouldn't be
dollars
ashamed
right
of them.
now.
My views are my views.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
shipbuilding
This
is
is your podcast. This isn't the world
shipbuilding is
podcast.
welfare
Yeah.
for hardworking people.
No, the thing is
fuck, I
that we're
hate
paying
that fucking
tax, but then they're
definition.
giving us that
gotta
money
go.
back, but then they're taking again.
It makes me so ashamed of what I do.
You're ashamed of building the U.S. Navy.
I mean, when
Kratom?
when you phrase it as Brock just did, it doesn't make me feel very good about what I do right now. Saying that what I
Working
do
really
is
hard.
welfare.
But for
A
hardworking
lot of people say that.
Yeah, that's not a. I did not invent that
Yeah.
phrase by any
A lot of
stretch of the
fuckers say that.
imagination.
No,
and it
but-
always triggers me whenever I hear it.
Yeah, I've heard that in the ship. I actually heard that today.
Yeah,
like,
Russ probably said it. He said
no,
that.
it was this guy in the shipyard, and you just said a name.
Wait,
But
somebody
it was another name.
explain to me what that means. What does that mean? Is
Basically-
welfare is or no? It's shipbuilders.
People lie.
So
Wait, say
basically,
it
if
again.
you think of it,
People lie about
shipbuilding
their
welfare
income.
for hardworking people, and I think a lot of government industry is. So, like, we're building ships, and if we said we don't need these ships, the response from politicians would be, "But it creates a lot of jobs." To which the response could be,
Did you
"If
see-
the only reason that we're building these is to provide people with an income, please allow me to save you the cost of material. You can just write the check." And
Did you actually
But
see-
that's just welfare. That's just straightforward giving people
I was gonna
money
say,
for
but then
nothing.
I'm
That's
paying for
bullshit.
it.
So we have created a job for the pure fact of now we can justify writing checks to people.
But did you just see the New York Times a couple days ago? Like, I think it was like 3 days ago. The
Fuck that
other
article.
shipyard that was doing the I don't know.
No, you can say LCS.
The LCS.
There's nothing good about it on the internet. You're not telling anybody what they don't know.
that's true.
Well, the
So
even
Miguel gets
numbers of the
fucking
LCS,
arrested.
they lost 2,000 employees because the government's just like, oh, we're not going to make any more of them. It literally
Really?
came out.
Yeah,
And they really didn't care. Like 2,000 people on the streets right now. At least Marinette's making another one.
handful
but-
of those people work here now.
At least,
Yeah, actually, we've been taking them in because we
yeah,
need a
but we're
certain
also actually. I'm not going to say that because that probably I'm not allowed to
I
say.
don't know how much I
Yeah,
can say.
we won't do this too much. We don't want to
It's
end up like
classified
we
information.
don't want to end up like Tristan's former intern.
Yeah, big
He listens,
facts.
dude. I'm pretty sure he listens.
No, he doesn't.
Can we say what he did?
I asked. I
went home.
think I already said it on here before.
What person?
I think I already said that on the podcast.
Yeah,
before
it came
what he
up
did.
on here.
Who? What?
Yeah, he even threw his
Quinn.
name out there.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me because you were saying Quinn. What were you saying?
I went home after that podcast and my girlfriend, she's like, I remember seeing that on his story. I didn't know he got fired for that.
Oh, she's seen that shit?
Yeah.
Oh my
Well, I
god.
think everybody saw
We
that.
can
I
say
didn't
it.
see
You
it.
can say it.
I
Somebody-
didn't see it. He blocked
Nah.
me from seeing it.
You
Yeah,
should
we
have
don't
taken
need
the
to-
picture today when they were putting that thing in the back.
Wait, what do you mean?
Dude, we're getting
What?
too deep into it. We don't talk about this.
I don't know how
It's
much
too-
I can talk about it.
So for
Yeah.
anybody listening or watching,
It's all
we-
parody.
we
Yep. Facts.
we are not
We don't build-
allowed to disclose certain information about the ships that we build.
And every single one of us is just playing a character. Like
Yeah, we
a
don't
movie.
actually build
Yeah,
shit.
These aren't
No,
actually
we don't
who we
build
are.
shit.
Tristan Mike.
I'm actually a tax
This is
collector.
all just an act.
Hey, it's okay.
Every
You can
single
talk
one
into the
of
mic
us.
and look at the camera at the same time.
Damn, you were doing so well. You haven't done that in so long.
Episodes.
You can't
You haven't
hear
done that since the Christmas special.
Plural.
Oh,
Yes.
I don't think I saw the Christmas special. Was it animated?
No.
Oh.
But I
We
wish.
drank a lot
That'd
on
be
that
pretty
episode.
cool.
Dude,
Never
we got
mind then.
tested beers.
hammered on that episode. I'm feeling really good
True
right now.
Christmas
That was a
spirit.
good one.
So,
I would go get a beer right now if I didn't have to fucking make a video for tomorrow.
so Miguel, are you ticklish?
Yeah.
Miguel, are you ticklish?
No.
I don't think you've seen the.
Now I have to try it.
worst
Now I have to try it.
We've talked. He doesn't watch the show.
Part of the
God.
schedule.
God damn it.
I don't finish the show.
There's
I
a
started.
half-hour segment where we
pretty
just
early.
tickle you to your
Yeah.
point of exhaustion.
Okay,
Stay
so-
tuned, everybody. Go
Just
join
let
the
me know when that
Patreon.
starts
We got
and I'll
tickle. Quentin's Tickle Time is on the Patreon.
Q-tips tickle time.
The Tickle Time
Hey.
sponsored by McDonald's. Loving it.
Yeah. No, actually, I would.
Yeah, and if you want
Okay.
McDonald's right now, but don't feel like going out, check out Instacart.
Fucking
Uh,
God.
Oh shit! A perfect one.
All
Just wait until we have ads. People aren't even going to know it's a part of the show, and you're going to get paid for it.
Anybody listening? We have to celebrate because we are now officially monetized on all podcasting platforms, which means that companies can tell us to do that. And now that fucking
longer to
now
listen to
that
the podcast
fucking
now.
Brock just practiced and advertised to all the advertising companies,
Lululemon.
now we're gonna get some ads, which means we literally have to be like, hey,
That is interesting point too. If you are a
exciting.
routine YouTube listener, make sure
Yes.
you also go subscribe on some podcast platforms. If you're listening on the
Yes.
podcast,
Yes.
also go subscribe to the YouTube. You don't have
Yes.
to, watch or listen to both. It'd be cool if you did, but like,
yeah, it helped me
I
out
don't
big
know,
time.
open 6 or 7 tabs, play them all at once
Play
while
'em
you're
all.
asleep. Nobody's gonna stop you.
Make me some
YouTube's
money.
not that smart.
Yeah, come
Just
on.
kidding, YouTube. You're the best.
Yeah, we have to like YouTube because they reward people who like
YouTube.
them.
Oh my God, the YouTube people
hard
are
to like 'em.
great.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Like,
Well, look
you know
at-
who's
look at-
really smart?
What?
YouTube.
Yeah, dude, they're so smart. YouTube, I
People in
love
astrology.
you.
Oh my God, you
No,
guys.
actually, I will always, until I get fucked by YouTube, I will treat them right. Only because the way that Mr. Beast has a fucking neck grip
Oh,
on
that's
YouTube is
insane.
unreal. But you know
That's
why?
insane.
And it's not because of the money he has, because there's a lot of people with like, not the same influence, but similar influence. But it's because Mr. Beast says he fucking loves them all the time. He's like, I love YouTube. So like, YouTube's literally like, what should we do for this?
Susan
Like, he'll write-
Wojcicki, my
Yeah.
fast celebrity crush.
He'll write their term or their like,
I think it's still Susan Wojcicki.
what the fuck are you talking about, bro?
Google her name. Who's the CEO of YouTube?
It
Who
is.
runs YouTube?
It is because
Yeah.
I just watched her do an interview with Ludwig.
Fucking come at me, guys. She's the best. She's my celebrity crush. Oh my gosh, if I got a hall pass,
Yeah, no.
Susan Wojcicki.
It's a woman.
Yes.
Is anybody?
Why do you sound so surprised?
No, like
Welcome to America.
You were expecting
Damn.
a man named Susan?
Barely.
I didn't hear you. That
Boy
well.
named Sue?
So Ludwig, I don't know if you guys.
Wow, he got bullied in high school, didn't he? Oh my god.
Have you never
Oh,
heard the
big
song Boy
facts.
Named Sue?
No.
That's the whole point of it. The kid, it's Johnny Cash. His dad names him
it's Johnny
Sue,
Cash.
and then he runs into him at the end, and they get in a fight, and he says, "I knew I wasn't going to be there, and I knew you needed to grow up tough and mean, so I named you Sue, so you'd have to be tough."
I think I've heard it, but
Never
I
heard
don't
of
Your
that,
story writing.
but makes sense.
Goddamn right.
What happened to those days when music was
What?
just like actual
story?
music?
When music
yeah,
was
a
good?
story.
It really wasn't that long ago.
Now it's
Like
just like
7 years ago.
Yeah, have you listened to anything by Marshall Mathers?
yeah.
Shit used to be good.
Yeah, but here's
When
the
I'm
thing,
gone,
though. Here's the
that's my
difference.
favorite
No,
one.
no.
His
Here's,
daughter just got engaged. That's fucking wild.
I've seen that too.
here's the
Haley
difference.
or the adopted one.
Yes.
Haley.
Yes.
Don't be afraid. Here's the difference,
take
though,
a stand.
is back
Not
then
afraid.
it might be explicit, but there was a story and a meaning behind it.
Yeah.
Now it's just
Yeah, we
wet ass
knew-
pussy. Like
we knew
that's
which
there's
bitch
no
was-
story
Yeah,
to
it's-
that.
Yeah, we knew which
pretty
bitches
nasty.
we were fucking.
Right.
The hoes had names.
Right.
Now,
That's just wet.
could be anyone.
But back then, it
I
would
hate
be the
that
same
song.
meaning, but just different words, like a nicer way. Well, at least in
I
What
guess.
Spanish,
was
like
a nicer way?
Spanish
Hoes?
salsa. No, like Spanish salsa.
Sluts.
I don't know. You guys don't listen to that. Never mind.
Some Bad
You
Bunny.
think I don't?
Spanish?
No,
No.
Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Tekashi 6ix9ine?
He's like the #1 artist in the world. He's won more Latin Grammys than like anyone in the last 5 years. I'm aware of Bad Bunny.
You know, he actually lost to. Who did he lose to? It wasn't Beyonce. Beyonce?
For what?
For the Grammy a couple days
Oh
ago.
no.
For
clue.
like a
Yeah.
big Grammy or like a
Yeah, like
Latin
the album.
Grammy.
The album of the year. No,
Yeah.
to Harry Styles. I
That
don't
would
know.
make more
Whatever.
sense. Yeah.
Forget it.
What what
Big Shakira
are-
fan that came up before. So
Is your girlfriend home this weekend?
yeah.
Weird question.
Swear to God, I just heard a door open. Well, let me elaborate.
It's
Let me
not
continue.
Shakira.
I was gonna say.
She's pretty fluent in Spanish though. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where's she from?
Here.
Is
Oh,
she
yeah.
Latin
Yeah.
American?
I'll just fuck off.
Yeah, it's with an
Welcome to
accent.
UP.
Yeah, there's an accent to it. That,
Oh, okay.
But anyway,
I gotta
not
talk to her
important.
then.
I was gonna say, what are you doing for the Super Bowl? And what are you doing for the Super Bowl? And what are you
I'm
doing
gonna
for the
be
Super Bowl?
in a similar state to what I'm at right now.
You fucking alcoholic.
My
Where are you going to
word.
be doing that?
You have to
at?
drive half an hour.
Intoxicated on Tristan's
I'll
couch.
be somewhere. I don't
Dude,
know.
why don't
Where are
you
gonna
start a
be?
podcast? Look, you need. So you're gonna start a stream, right? You're not a YouTube
Yes,
guy, but
I
you're gonna
plan
start
on
a stream.
Yes.
You need to start a
Gamer
podcast
boy.
as well. As a matter of fact, I will hire you for my studio that I'm gonna start, and you will be a podcast about alcohol. But like,
So
hold on.
beer
bear with
tasting?
me.
No, I like
Yeah,
this.
beer
I am
tasting.
a big beer advocate.
It'll be
like ferment
intoxicated
your own?
Tristan or something like that.
Oh.
Intox tree.
Kinda rolls off the
Intox
tongue.
tree.
Ooh, and
Right?
then when the viewership starts to plateau,
Then you're gone.
You can get someone from your girlfriend's side of the industry here to come in and coach him on sobriety and adopting a more healthy lifestyle.
That's good. That's
we should
drama.
cut that part out because that's actually a really fucking good idea.
Yeah. No one, I don't think
We
anyone-
have
That's
to,
a
we have
really
to, but
good
that's,
idea.
only 50
But it is
people
great.
listen.
The Road to Recovery is a podcast everybody would love, but we also
Right.
have to create a context where people feel the need.
Yeah,
like,
it's gotta
have to
be
be
dude, I
creating
love this guy,
unscripted.
but he needs to get better. And then it's
So-
like, oh my God, he's getting
Yeah.
better.
What
I'm
you're s-
invested.
What you're saying is we have to create an alcoholic to fix an
we
alcoholic.
have
Yes.
to we have to purport
look at him.
at the
And
very
I'm
least
well on
purport
that
a
way.
narrative.
I'm
So
well on that way.
We're gonna need.
Yeah.
It's like a
Haven't
guy.
slept in 3 days. Look
It's
at
like
his face.
It's like
No,
a
not
trainer.
true, but
Trainer's
okay.
like, we need 2 shakes a day, and I'm like, we need 2 beers a day, average.
Yeah,
Every
like-
morning, 2
But
beers.
like, think about it. The Biggest Loser
Every
wouldn't
day
have
at work.
been as big of a show as it was if everybody had walked in like
Right. Right.
dad bod, but
Well,
not crazy. Like no,
yeah.
but when a 400-pounder runs through the door, it's like,
Hell
dude, I
yeah.
want to see this guy get skinny. If Tristan's
Yeah.
in, he's like, I enjoy a glass of wine with dinner on Friday. I need help. Everyone's like, nah.
No.
It's like, hey,
You gotta be
we gotta-
arranging.
the podcast is going to be out a day late today because we had to go drag Tristan out of a fucking
Yeah.
ditch again. Like, that's
Yeah.
a whole thing.
That's
live
much more
from-
intriguing.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from jail. It's the Here with
Yes.
Tristan podcast.
Dude, we'll zoom
Only
you
been
in.
there once, by
That's
the
the
way.
only
Yeah.
Zoom I will
Only
ever
once.
do.
Your lawyer would hate us.
Oh God, we stand no chance.
I will never do a Zoom, but if somebody goes to jail for something that am not disappointed in, then we will Zoom you from jail.
Dude, you want to wear a GoPro and go drunk
What
driving?
would be something
Yeah,
that
that
you're not
would-
disappointed of?
If I get paid for
Kidding.
it,
Kidding.
I'll pay for
if
it.
I get paid for it, I'm all in.
Dude, I'm not kidding. No, so I told you my plan. Q the Media Studios is going to be my content platform where I have various podcasts that I find people who know that topic.
Oh.
He's going to be Third Division.
So it's
Is
like
that
an
podcast.
organization now?
Yeah. I'm buying an LLC this year.
Oh shit. Okay.
Unless somebody fucking takes it. But anyway, and I have podcasts. So like I have a health podcast that Logan's going to have. I'm going to have my Hecktic podcast. I'm going to have I want a sports podcast that's going to be called Third Division, and he's going to be on that one with
You're
somebody
gonna be
else.
talking all day.
Working
Well,
title.
it's not for me. So like, I would have my podcast and maybe another one, but I would own other podcasts that other people talk about. Like, I don't know as much about health as Logan does, and I don't know much about sports than he does, and I don't know as much about beer as he does.
No, a lot
so
about
like him and my dad would be great because he has a tap room. You taste beers. Like that would be a great podcast where you guys try
Ohio?
different beers.
Is there room in there for a
Yes.
bed for Tristan?
Yeah.
No, I prefer to drive home after having a drink.
Don't be foolish, Brock.
And there are records to prove that.
There are.
Brock. I'm gonna drive home tonight. No, not funny. Not funny. No drinking and driving.
Brought to you by NHTSA, the National Traffic Safety Association. Encourage you to
That's a new one.
drive sober or get pulled over.
Yeah.
Know your limits and find a designated driver this weekend for the big game. You called it the Super Bowl already. We can't do that. It's the big game.
It is a Super Bowl.
And you're not allowed to say
Yeah,
that. That's
but we're not
copyrighted
sponsored
only.
by
This
them.
year, only Fox and the NFL can use the term the Super Bowl. We're not
How the
officially
fuck
licensed
you
to use
copyright
it.
Super Bowl? Super Bowl. Super Bowl.
Dude,
take that, Susan Washikiki.
Disney owns the rights to the fucking Happy Birthday song. So like you can do anything.
Disney does?
They did.
If you're Santa, then what I sing you on your birthday?
You sit on a throne of lions. You smell like
We
beef
should
and cheese.
sponsored by Kessler.
What?
Kessler.
Who the fuck is Kessler?
It's a cheap whiskey.
Cheap ass whiskey. It's what's in this cup right now.
It comes in
Anyway.
a plastic bottle.
Oh yeah, plastic, not glass.
Anyway,
Don't get it fucked.
what are we doing for the Super Bowl? Are we
Big
doing-
game.
The big game.
Shit.
Yeah.
Are we doing
not
anything?
monetized?
The Pro Football Championship, because
That
we
is
can't
so
say NFL either.
Okay. You definitely
Really?
can.
Not if you want
If
to
you
make a
don't get
profit
caught.
off
That's not
of
how
it.
it works,
You can't
though.
profit.
Oh, I can't profit off.
Watch
That's
it,
where it is.
If you watch like commercials and stuff,
Yeah.
they're like, check out our promotions for the big game. Like it's out there.
I was gonna say you can't stop me from saying it, but if I were to make money on this episode,
Yeah.
You
You're not gonna go to jail
We can't
for
stop you
saying
from
that.
saying it. So if I were to write a word down, you'd say it.
that varies between words. Certain words I will not be saying.
So like, what ones wouldn't you say?
Good one. Tristan's throwing up now because he's hammered 16 fucking bottles of whiskey.
Plastic
He's
whiskey.
just going and grabbing the wine out of the back of the toilet
Yeah,
because
that
he
he's
ran out
hiding.
of whiskey.
Dude, that wine fucked me up. Whatever he had. So I
box
drank
one?
that other night at the Bachelor,
Yeah.
and I assumed that
You went with the old boxed red instead of dipping into the kinky pink like I did.
Well, that's next week. But no, I've had box wine plenty of times, and it's a lot of fun. But I had that wine, and I assumed it was because I haven't drank in 45 days. So I was like, oh, my
No.
stomach's fucked up. Turns out it was just bad wine because Tristan was fucked up
Yeah,
from
it's
it
like
too.
a dark red, like hints of tobacco flavor is never good. It's not a Franzia sangria.
Right. I'm excited for next week for the kinky pink.
The kinky pink wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I had a
Well,
little bit of
I didn't even
that.
try it yet.
What's that?
It's
Just
a
an
type of
alcohol.
wine that I
Yeah.
bought. I went to the liquor store and I went just to the Wisconsin and Michigan section. I like to shop local.
Wisconsin and Michigan.
Yeah, so it's
section?
like wines from this
Oh.
area, like that are manufactured
Yo.
somewhat locally.
That's pretty cool.
If it gets warm, like today was pretty warm. It was like 46 degrees a day.
That it was real nice.
This
was-
group should go to the wineries if it's
You
warm.
want to do a wine walk?
No, it was a lot of fun.
Where is
Make
that?
fun of me
In
if
Appleton?
you want. No,
there's
it's right
one
here.
I used to do
There's one
trivia
right
night at the one in
Me,
Peshtigo there.
Oh my
oh, in
god,
Peshtigo,
dude.
that's pretty close.
Me,
Yeah.
Tristan, and Luke and Logan went to. Dude, this was like the funnest. Do you like those nights? Does anyone have those nights where like you don't expect to have that much fun and it becomes the best night of your life?
The ones that aren't planned.
Yeah, it sounds cliche, but it is. Like we had a plan, so we were gonna go to like 2 wineries and then go home. We ended up going to like 5 wineries. Then we went to a kid's haunted house, got lost in a corn
hell
maze,
yeah.
hammered, stole some pumpkins. That was the pumpkin that was there a couple weeks ago,
Yeah, I recall.
and it was like the best fucking night ever. But we should do that. Like we should go to a couple wineries. Forgotten Wine's really good.
Yeah,
Or
you
Forgetful Fire.
You got
whatever.
Forgotten Fire. They do also the Falling White. Yeah, there's a bunch of them around.
We should do it. Only if it's warm though, because you have to sit outside for them. Some of them.
Yeah,
I won't survive that.
I did some.
What? You better get your shit
I did
together.
I did some photos once upon a time for Forgotten Fire's sister winery, which was the Falling Waters one. They wanted some
Really?
waterfall promo photos. So that was
Falling
that was
Waters.
back in the day. Wasn't for me. I was helping someone else, but
Did he puke?
You definitely puked. You're a liar.
Hey, man, it's okay. Some of us
What's this
puke.
podcast do to people? Makes
I don't
everybody
know.
puke.
I puked today. It's great.
Yeah.
I started my morning.
I feel so bad. I don't know why, but I feel severely bad when people get sick. Like really bad.
I felt bad today because like I got up and I was walking out of the office and someone was coming in because they needed help on something. They're like, "Hey, you got a second?" I'm like, "I'm just gonna need a minute." And I just walked outside, went through, and then came back in. And they're like, "You good?" I'm like, I gotta go. I'm gonna go to the bathroom
Yep.
real quick."
I,
and then I came back in and they're like, "What's up?" I'm like, we're
Nothing.
good.
We're good now.
We're in rally mode."
You got any gum? No reason, just curious.
Any Tums laying around?
Dude, I feel so bad for you when I have to come in early because I'm such a chotch. Dude, I'm such a chotch to Brock when I come in early. He'll try to like tell me something and I'm just like, all right, cool.
I like to point out it doesn't really matter
And
what
then
time you come in. It's
and
like
then-
just the first couple hours of the day.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, go on,
Yeah.
you get any of this? What do you?
Yeah, he's
I'm just-
not there mentally.
Yeah, dude, that's it right there.
One
I'm like, cause like my brain's not catching up yet.
You're like,
so he'll say something and I'm like,
slow down.
Wait, what?
Grab
Hang
the
on.
wall.
Yeah.
What was that?
And then 9
No.
o'clock comes around and I feel bad.
Which thing? Yeah, 9 o'clock comes around. He's starting to fucking wake up. It's halfway through my day.
What time do you
Brock's
get
ready
there?
to go to bed.
5:30.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
He's crazy.
I'll say hi to you one of these days.
What time's everybody else wake up? You what time you wake up?
Around that, I woke up at 7 today for work.
I woke up at midnight just because I slept early
What the fuck does that
yesterday.
even mean? You don't wake up at midnight.
Yeah, it's not.
Because I fell asleep like at 4.
Holy shit.
I slept a lot.
Dude,
Fuck,
every
that
now and
sounds
then,
amazing
Gonna fall
right
back
now.
to sleep though.
every now and then on the ships, like, it's not a brag, right? I'm a sailor. I'm in the
Sick
Navy.
flex, bro.
Cool. Anyway, pass that.
Dude, you are a Oh
Anyway,
my god, he has
the
a
best ships in
boat.
the world.
He's a 2.
Oh, fuck. Hold on.
He
I
has
got
a
a
boat.
But he builds the,
Fuck you.
the next Navy
He's a
ship.
2, but he has
He's
a boat.
a 2, but he has a boat.
Dude,
A 20.
Funny.
It's a 21-foot, 37-year-old skiff with a 1984 Johnson 5-horse on the back that only pull starts one of every 3 times. But you're on the water,
I
man.
fucking love that shit.
That's all that matters.
you make a joke about that, but how fucking badass did you feel rolling up in Luke's boat, Tristan?
Oof, dude.
No, dude,
Up
boats
to that
are awesome.
bar
What
that
kind
we
of-
did?
What kind of boat
Oh,
Luke's
dude,
got?
that was
What
awesome.
kind of
I don't
boat you
know.
got, Luke?
I don't
It was
know.
awesome.
Yeah, Luke, what kind of boat do you have? Do
What
you
kind of boat you
listen?
got?
Do you listen to the podcast?
Do you
how
still
big-
listen?
Like how big's the boat? Like what kind
yeah.
of boat?
Yeah, look at the Q cam, Luke.
Like what kind of?
Yeah. Do
Yeah.
you listen to the podcast still? Because I haven't heard a word from you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, Luke, I want to hear about the boat.
Damn.
Tell me
Yeah.
what kind of boat we got.
Yeah.
I'm a big boat nerd.
I don't know what kind of boat he has, actually.
Yeah, I'm more into the pleasure craft than the military ones. It's just, there's not a job in that around
A
here.
lot better.
Yeah, fuck that word, Tristan.
Fuck that man.
Yeah.
He has a pleasure craft.
Is that
Yeah,
what
well,
it's-
I assumed it wasn't a
It was
No,
a
military
no,
vessel.
he has a Navy vessel.
guys rolling up in a reconditioned PT boat.
That'd be actually more balling than a fucking pleasure craft.
You
the
can
fuck
get
would you
the
park that?
you can get like the no, but you can get like the small ones, the river ones from like Nam. I saw those
The
online.
inflatable ones?
I know they're the plastic hulled ones
Yeah.
with like the twin jet
The
drives. Like
dinghies
they're
one?
pretty fucking sweet. Yeah,
They look like dinghies.
The dingy babingy.
I don't know.
yeah, the river
Um,
patrols. I gotta see those pop up in my targeted
U-boats.
ads sometime.
I wanna
You
inform
can- no,
everybody.
that's something else.
I'm really excited. I'm getting my Patreon set up. For those who don't know what Patreon is, it's a subscription.
cute.
It's an
Tickle times.
OnlyFans before it was OnlyFans.
It is. It's an OnlyFans, but PG. Really.
Yeah, but OnlyFans it's actually like
Dude, I should just set up an OnlyFans but do my podcast show.
That's what it was
yeah,
originally
that's what
designed for.
Yeah, it's what
Yes,
it's designed
dude.
for. It's not made for like adult content.
Wait,
like
so
made-
technically Patreon could be OnlyFans. It's just the
It's
way
the
it
same
went.
thing. It's the same thing. It's just that
1972 used Uniflight PBR antique classic boat for sale. A 1972 classic Uniflight PBR. It's in North Carolina.
It's close to me.
Yeah, 32 feet. Those little guys right there.
well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, go get one of those. Go haul on
With the
ass
Panama
on.
flag though.
Grant Corb, I just read your text. I'm going to read it out loud for everybody else. So my buddy had a thought.
Uh-oh.
Why is it weird to drink queso? What did you just do?
Okay, dude.
Why? Wait, talk.
Put it back in.
Okay. Why is it weird
No.
to drink queso
What's this?
when it's normal to eat cheese cubes?
Guess so.
I eat a slice of tomato, but I don't drink marinara
Why?
because
Yeah,
if you
wh-
wanted to eat it, you would leave it solid.
Why? I eat soup.
Do you eat soup?
Yep. The fuck is going on? Is water wet?
Do you chew?
Oh, don't fuck
Is
with me,
water
bro.
wet? No.
No, so
This-
what's-
we got
what is
four-
wet?
We got 4 very smart engineers here. Is water
Not
wet?
an engineer.
Suck it. Is water wet?
No.
What does wet mean?
Covered in water.
Definition
Adjacent
of
to water molecules.
Yeah, water.
moist.
Actually, you know
covered
what?
in water.
It would
If you
depend.
got a single fucking water molecule on the table, no, it's not wet.
That's a very.
I would consider-
Stacking
yeah,
you surround it
water's
with
wet.
water.
I consider it wet. If you had 1 drop of water right here, I'd
Not a
consider
drop,
that.
a molecule. So the water
the
is
water
touching.
wouldn't be wet.
The
The
water's
table
not
would
touching
be wet.
water.
Well, this isn't funny because I think we all agree. I don't think water's wet.
Definition of water.
I'm a big water sweat guy.
But you just said
If a glass of water, the water in that water is wet.
but it's not.
But it is because it's adjacent
That's like
to other
saying
water.
my sweat is sweating.
No,
It's the
because your sweat's
same
not
object.
producing more sweat. Sweat is also a verb.
And
Well, so
and
is water. but
Sweaty,
We're not
yeah.
talking about plants, but like
Sweating. Is
no,
a
your
verb.
skin is sweating. Sweat is wet.
Sweat is salty.
Dude, where the fuck have you been all day?
That's not recording right now, Q.
Do I hit it again or is it running out of
Yeah,
battery?
just hit it again. Should be good.
Uh-oh.
You can tap the little battery thing in the corner and it'll
Welcome
tell you
back.
what we're at.
What's up, babies?
Yeah, you're fine.
No, the definition of wet. Well, it depends on the definition. Well, let's.
Ask ChatGPT.
I did.
Please,
It's too
pull
fucking
that bitch
long.
up.
That- yes,
it's
for the
long.
definition of
Oh.
water.
It's long, so it's not no.
Yes, the wrong question.
I just explained a very conditional
it-
response. It sounds like GPT and I are on the same page.
State of being moist or soaked with liquid.
So it
But
doesn't
water
even have anything to do with
can't be
water.
Water can't be wet then.
But what if you soak water with another liquid?
As
It-
weird
it
as it
does that
sounds,
by
I would
itself.
consider that more to be wet than I would water to be wet
So like
because it's a different substance.
when Tristan takes those couple drops of water and dumps a bottle of whiskey on top of him,
His
it's
water is
whiskey
wet.
and water. His water's not wet.
Let's read the whole thing.
But he also wets his whistle, so that's a
Wet
whole
is-
different animal.
Wet is an adjective that describes a
That's a whole
state of
other
being
elephant to
moist
eat.
or soaked with liquid. When something is wet, it is covered in or has absorbed a significant amount of liquid, such as water, rain, or sweat. For example, you could say that the towel is wet after you've used it to dry yourself off, or that a piece of cloth is wet after you've spilled a drink on it. The term wet can also be used to describe an area that is soaked or flooded with water, such as a wet field after a rainstorm. In general, the term wet is used to describe something that is damp, moist, or soaked with liquid. So that doesn't really help us because it's all opinionated.
So do
How
you-
much water does it take to be wet? One
Yeah.
drop? 6 drops? 5
Everyone's
ounces?
got
How many
their own-
I think-
molecules are in a drop of water?
Do you know
Well,
where the phrase
depends.
"wet your whistle" comes from?
You don't.
whose
You
throat was
don't.
that?
Don't even lie.
That was
you?
my stomach.
Really?
Yeah,
I thought that
I
was
don't
your
know.
throat.
It was pretty loud.
How'd you know it was me?
I
dude?
knew
Oh, it was
you.
your throat.
How the
Yeah, I was gonna
fuck
say it
did you
wasn't
know
you.
that?
I heard my stomach.
Because it's like
Sounds
ASMR.
like a drunk.
How'd you know?
It's like fucking
I didn't
Rick.
even open my mouth though.
That throat game. Anyway.
It comes back from
Throat's crying
oh
for
my
help.
the old English pubs.
It is
Every
crying for
Wednesday.
help, dude. No-
What were we just talking about, damn it?
Some
your whistle.
dumb shit.
Oh yeah, it's from a gym coach. He kept
No.
licking his whistle.
Nah.
What is it?
No, it's from like oldie English pubs when you'd bring your own mug.
Yeah.
And you had to get the barman's attention, so people would carve very ornate ones, and they put like whistles in the handle. So like in order to wet your whistle, you'd make a shitload of noise with the whistle in the handle of the glass, and then it would you'd wet it. It's also where mind your P's and Q's comes from because it was served in pints and quarts. So when people would get real rowdy, the bartender would be like, "Hey, everybody, calm the fuck down. Just
Right,
mind
calm.
your pints and quarts.
Calm
and,
the fuck
and
down."
settle down."
Speaking of that, I also want a bar downtown Charleston that I'm also going to hire Tristan to work at.
Yes, sir. I'll be a
I'm
bartender
going to provide
there.
a lot of jobs for my family and friends.
So like,
believe it or not.
is the studio and is it going to be like the bar
No.
during the day, and then you're just going to wheel out some mics, and you're going to
No.
have
No.
you're going to have Tristan's podcast. Tristan's podcast at least has to be in the bar.
we can do that.
It's gotta be. I mean, it's only
Actually, you
fitting.
know what? I would do that
You're just
because
going to
that
put a
would
mic
only
at the end of the
fucking
bar, and
because
that's gonna
that
be
would
Tristan's
bring like more people. Like
Dude,
if
he could
people would be
live
like-
stream from the bar.
Dude, that's a
Yeah.
good idea.
Oh my gosh.
Once the bar gets popping.
Dude, my dad the other day was like, "How come people just don't fucking like bartend in Charleston? So you can make a shit ton of money if you just bartend, and then literally fucking put TikTok live up right on the bar. I bet you make a
Didn't
bunch
that
of money."
coworker that was in our office a couple weeks ago say that you can make $5,000 a day in a bar. Bartending.
He did say that. Yeah.
Whoever said that
He
is
did
wrong.
say that.
The
Depends on
person
what
that
you're
took
doing.
over your 180
But it is not true.
said that.
Oh, is this the one who knows a
My
trillionaire?
God.
Yes,
it's the
you're
same one. It's
absolutely
the
right,
same one.
Brock.
The one in Building 10.
Good on you.
Dude, maybe he's doing like dollars wrong. Maybe he's looking at his units wrong because
He's
I
looking
could
at
see,
fucking
yeah, he's making
he
fucking
literally
five.
said-
If you're making $5,000 a day in the average bar, then I can see where you could become a trillionaire pretty
If
quick.
they were making $5,000 a day bartending, I would quit my sailing job.
Not even quick. You know how many years it'd have to take? Look,
No, but I'm saying just like by scale.
There's an
Like
average
if a
of one-
bartender's making $5,000 a day, then the guys who are making billions of dollars
million
could
a
be
year.
making trillion.
That's $1 million a year for a normal 9-to-5 job. If you work 40 hours a week and you serve and make $5,000 a day, you make $900,000 a year.
I don't think you're working 40 hours a week, are you?
Serving?
I don't know.
it's
I mean, it
probably a
kind of
little
changes. You
more.
can be anywhere from 30 to. Dude, I had some weeks where I was like 30, 35, and other weeks where I was like fucking 55. Because fucking people will just stay like 3 hours past
You're
the.
talking
I don't
about as
know, I
far
just
as
know
hourly
Your
wage.
day off would be Monday, right?
What?
55 per hourly wage.
For, what? What? What are you
No,
You're
talking
not
how
talking
many-
about bartending.
He's talking about how many hours in a week he was
Serving.
working.
Oh,
Yeah.
All I know is that
I
it's
was
very
like,
important to be rude to service staff. They take it as a sign of respect.
Yes.
yes, that is true. I can't.
Tipping is actually impolite in the U.S. There's just people who've convinced you
I
otherwise.
fucking
Let's
hate those
not
tip
spread
machines,
this shit.
dude. I hate those tip machines. Those
Yeah.
squares where
Excuse-
you're like in a coffee shop and you'll have like, you're like, hey, I'll have a white chocolate mocha. She turns around and goes, white chocolate mocha, and then turns a screen like I'm supposed to tip her.
Do you want to tip?
Yeah, I do not like that shit one
15,
bit.
It's
20,
so
or
awkward.
25%.
And I'm not trying to fucking tip my Subway sub makers
Oh,
either.
that's
It's
what I'm
not-
They are sandwich artists. Show some
all
respect.
right, all right.
my
Let's not
God.
get carried away
You know,
here.
it's the worst attitude ever.
I would
The
fuck
Subway-
up a pizza.
Yeah,
Subway
because
people?
I
Ooh.
remember I live right next to the
should've got
Subway.
Yeah,
Every time.
you were a heavy.
I love pizza.
And the
heavy
options
goer
were
at
like
that place.
15, 20, 25%
Yeah, I
or
mean,
custom.
they don't have a
You can't press
5%.
custom.
They don't
Yeah.
have a 5%
No,
custom
no, no,
button.
no, no, no.
Yeah,
Where?
there is normally a no tip option, but like it also sets off an alarm and like it's like
Yeah.
this
They'll
there's
spit
a-
on your food.
There's a big flashing neon sign that's like cheap
Dude.
asshole.
That, dude,
Literally. Because
Behind the
everybody
counter,
looks bad
though.
at you.
that would be a great bit.
just to put a
That
thing.
would be a
like,
good
would you
bit,
like
dude.
no tip?
This-
Tip it,
I
but you
feel
don't
like-
tell people it's gonna happen, then it just drops out of the
Yeah.
ceiling like
Dude, this is
this
why
cheap motherfucker.
This is why
Like an
I
alarm.
want to take like acting classes and like improv because it sounds cheesy, but if I could just make a 2-minute video of me acting and people coming up and I turn it around and they fucking hit no tip and it's like whoop, 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 this person
Yeah.
did not tip and I'm just like what the
But
fuck,
like you have to
dude?
make a point to have the options be like 30, 40, and 50%.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be a great fucking bit. You'd only have to if that was a 2-minute video, that would
40%.
blow up.
Do it.
Yeah, would you like to
It would
tip
go-
30, 40, 50% or
Your house.
and then it's like no tip and you tap it and then it looks like it's like a starving African child being
Yeah.
like, "Really, mister?"
Yeah.
Or the ones when they ask you to like round up.
Dude, what if on
Yeah.
the Squarespace things instead of they gave you a no tip ad, but it gave, or a no tip option, but it
Yeah.
gave you like a 15-second unskippable ad. Like you can do no
You're
tip.
you're making ad money on
like
fucking
you can,
yeah.
like,
It's like, no, you can't leave. It's
like
unskippable.
but
Stand there and watch it now.
but it's like a freemium freaking phone app. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
you can either pay for Candy Crush Unlimited or you can watch a video here and
This
get
is
another
15 seconds
life.
of your time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind if. So like,
I don't know how they
don't-
force you, but yeah.
The only people I ever tip are people who get tipped wages. But if
Yeah.
they made it like tip $1 or tip no tip $1 or 5%, then I'd be like, you know, this person was really nice. I'll give them $1. I bet you they'd make more money. But
Oh,
because
yeah.
because it's like 15, 20, or 25, like a normal server, I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah, like I'm all, like or like a roundup.
Yeah.
Give me a roundup
A
option.
roundup
like,
tip.
Like call it like, hey, you want to round up to the next $1.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it's going to be 5 cents, sometimes it's going to be 99 cents, but at least I don't.
At least I'm not fucking giving you $20 if I get a
Yeah,
$100 order.
I got news for you. What I just got, if I gave you a 20% tip's only coming out to 35 cents anyway. So just
Right.
let me round this up.
Right. The other thing is a roundup. Fucking does make me feel so bad.
For the
would
hospitals?
You like to,
Yeah.
Would you like to round up for the starving children in Africa that can't get any fresh water or any food? I'm
No,
like,
thank you.
no, can I just take my 15 burritos, please?
Nah, fuck them kids.
The ones I don't like are the ones
It's
where
only
it's
like
like,
40
would you,
cents.
would you like
Yeah.
to round up for the local YMCA? It's like, oh, you mean the place that charges way too much for a membership.
Yeah.
And then,
You mean
like,
the place that charges $21 for me to swim for a day?
Yeah, nothing
Yeah.
works.
would you like
Is
to
that what
round
it
up for
costs?
cancer
Something like
research?
that.
Oh, why? Because the hospital doesn't already have
we should
money?
actually go.
Yeah, I'll
Right.
pass.
Yeah.
I want to go to the one.
Honestly,
Big swimmer, Miguel? Is that a big sport in Panama? Is that something
yeah,
like,
they-
is that like your high school
there's a lot of people that do natación.
Stop. Stop where you're going. I don't know who just said. Was that you?
What?
That was Brock.
Or maybe it was me in my head.
What
What'd
did I
he say?
say?
Someone said it's at a big sport in Panama. Someone was going to say about them swimming up for Panama.
No, I was
said
gonna
I came in on a raft.
He
They race in the canal.
Wait, New York.
Hey,
No, dude.
Come on, dude. Like all the way to Maine.
you said
guys
you
all
like
through
swimming.
Canada, Montreal, like Quebec, like all that.
You guys
Yeah,
swimming
so
races
far.
are
all
in
the
the
lakes,
canal,
all
right?
the locks.
Dude, you got to come at least up the Mississippi. It's going to be way easier. It's
Way
navigable.
easier.
You don't have a deep draft. It's okay.
Oh.
No, I was just going to suggest that in order to
Yeah, but that
graduate from
water
high school in
flows
Panama, you have to
south.
swim across the canal.
Yes. That
To
canal's
Miami?
gorgeous.
No,
the canal really is
the,
pretty.
The one in
The
I wonder-
Suez Canal?
Panama.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh, fuck the Suez.
Should have been made in Nicaragua.
Here,
Suez
let's-
Canal really is a
No, the Suez Canal.
majesty.
Are you? The Suez Canal is
The
booty.
Panama Canal should have been made in Nicaragua, and I am a big team.
They're trying to make it right
Nicaragua.
now.
They were supposed to make it way back when.
Yeah, but yeah.
I wonder if there's like.
But the gringos got to Panama first, so
Yeah, it became political. There was a whole bunch of stuff.
yeah, because they put a frigate right next to Colombia to be able to separate from Panama to be able to start the construction of the canal, because that was
Yeah.
what stopping like Panama from.
Yeah, and
joining
they
the
hired
US.
the French guy who made the Suez, and they're like, he made the Suez Canal. He'll have no problems
Yeah,
in Panama.
it
It's like,
didn't
ooh,
work.
he cut a ditch in the desert versus tunneled
it
through
didn't
a
work.
fucking mountain.
It didn't work at all.
Dude,
You know,
that's
they killed a
crazy.
lot of people making
Miguel,
the
I'm
Panama
looking
Canal.
for
A
a
lot.
definition.
Lot.
And it was
I
actually
think-
like the third or fourth engineer project, like the most expensive one
Yeah.
in all time.
Wait.
And a lot
This
of
is the
deaths.
one that the forklift saved.
And that's why we have a
the
lot of.
forklift did not save any
The
shit.
forklift is the one that got that one ship that was stuck in the Suez Canal out.
No
Yeah.
way.
Forklift?
A forklift.
Yep.
No, it's not.
It was a
Come on,
forklift.
Tristan.
You're telling me fucking Johnny from the goddamn
Yep.
shipyard over here drove his forklift all the way over
No,
to
it-
Egypt and just fucking lifted it out?
It was a
but he'll
professional
tell you if he did.
licensed forklift driver.
Oh.
Oh, now I understand.
Yeah, but like forklift license in the Middle East isn't the same.
It's
Over
much
here,
more
it's
prestige.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Wait.
Bro, over there, forklift driver, like fourth richest man in the country.
Is this like a
Yeah,
joke
that's
that I'm
actually
not getting?
believable.
I
Yeah,
mean,
you
it
haven't
can
seen those
be if other
TikToks?
people are finding it funny.
I don't get
Yeah,
it.
you haven't seen
I
those
thought it was just
TikToks?
saying
We
stupid
can
stuff.
start that shit.
We need to get someone to make fun of us. Like white people. What do white people do?
Miguel,
Can't
tell
be
us.
Wait, we can't be racist
Tell
to
us.
ourselves because we're white.
People
you just got-
measure things in the
Dude.
weirdest way
Dude,
possible.
you just got to be a white
That's
person.
not white
Yeah.
people. That's America.
You wear a Green Bay Packer
no,
hat.
not America, because Panama's part of America.
Here's Chile.
That's one of the things that
Oh,
that
yeah, here you go.
gringos
Hey, if
don't
anyone's
understand.
listening and they want to see a YouTube video of my drone footage from sailing, let me know. And I'm gonna feel really shitty if nobody comments anything. So please, for the
What
love of
port is
God,
that?
This
comment
was
something.
you?
Yeah, this is chilly.
When did you have a
Don't
drone?
make fun of my drone skills.
Yeah, I wasn't. I won't.
Did he ever stop by Panama or go through the canal?
Yeah, I went through the Panama Canal like
Oh, yeah,
4
you told
times.
me.
Like
Yeah.
through, back, through, and back.
Through the new ones?
Yeah,
the old
we
ones.
had to go through the new ones because our ships were too big.
It's post Panamax?
I don't know what the hell that name is. I know I just went to the bigger one.
Yeah, you
No,
did.
like the ship. Like
But
they go by categories, like Panamax, post Panamax, neo Panamax.
yeah, I don't
So-
go by that. I just go by I'm on a row. It's
Suez
1,100
Max.
feet long.
1,100 feet. Oh my gosh. Why do gringos say
Hmm.
1,100 or 1,200? It's 1,200.
No, I don't know why.
It's longer to say it.
Is
the other
gringo
way.
like a slur?
Yeah,
Yes.
Because I've heard
Completely
that
racist.
before, but then people.
It means green go because they would be in uniforms as soldiers, and the Mexicans or
Wait.
Panamanians or
Is it-
anyone would say
Green.
green,
Go.
get out of here, like
Wait,
go.
is it
Go.
gringo for white people? I thought it was for
Yeah.
white people.
Yeah, gringos
No,
are white
we're
people.
white.
It
Oh,
means
so
they're green.
like people, military people, they'd be like,
Yeah,
get the fuck out.
because they would invade everything.
Yeah.
God.
Fucking white people
Yeah,
taking
they
everything.
invade-
Yeah, I'd heard, but
Panama.
it was like getting across the border. Like, it's green, go.
Yeah, green.
Yeah. that was what Raul
green.
told me at the
Yeah.
office the other day. I didn't come up with that.
green.
Do you have any footage of Panama?
No, because I never had the balls to fly my drone while we were going. Because I had a guy that.
I was about to say.
What?
I thought you were scared because it was Panama.
No. This is this isn't China. This is Chile. I did in China. I was terrified to fly in China because I heard stories of them shooting down the drones. and shit.
DJI,
That's our shit.
DJI's home
that's
port's
pretty
China.
cool.
DJI has.
This is 14 floors of cars.
What
Wallace
what makes
car
Wilson.
carrier?
What do you bring?
What's up?
What makes? What do you bring?
Um,
Japanese.
we got some luxury cars once. We
Oh,
went
really?
to like
Yeah.
Dubai. Brings back some fucking insane cars.
Was that the
you've-
one that like fell in the middle of the ocean?
Did you
That
ever
was
do
not
it?
me, no.
Did you ever pull like a Titanic and go see one of the cars down below?
What do you mean?
Like the scene in Titanic where they go do it in the car in the cargo hold.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I never watched Titanic.
It's like the one
You
sex
see?
scene in the Titanic. There's the very famous thing of the foggy windows and her
Really?
hand just slapping against it.
Oh, I know that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. No, well, this is gonna fuck me, but you're not really supposed to touch them. But we open it. And,
Foggy windows?
No, like the cars and shit. These cars are so luxury. It's like the cars you don't see. Just like how rich people don't say they're rich, the poor people say they're rich. You know,
Exactly.
Yeah.
like these cars that are in these fucking things are like millions of dollars.
Like Elon's not the richest man in the world.
Yeah, he is though. He is.
The public one.
Putin.
True.
Yeah, probably.
Shit's kind of cool, man. This is bad for the podcast because nobody knows what the fuck we're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, this is at Anchor.
Miguel, I have a question for you.
Sure.
Define essay.
Essay. That.
Oh, really? That's it?
Yeah.
I've always thought essay was like a, cause you like, have you ever like seen one of those scenes in a movie
Bad
where
piloting
like
skills.
a Mexican guy calls someone like essay or something?
Yeah, that's
That one.
Yeah, what does it mean in that sense?
That one.
Oh, really? That's it?
So ask me like who's the blonde one? Like essay.
I ain't fucking
Oh,
blonde.
really? That's what that
I'm the
means?
brownest motherfucker here.
No.
So essay
I'm
means
not gonna
that
do that
one.
voice.
My hair? What? Nah, so whatever you're gonna don't do it.
Or, like it was just like a thing like you say essay like that one.
Oh, I always thought that meant something derogatory.
No. Well, I mean, like it'd be politer
what-
to say their name. It'd
do
be
you know
like
what-
Quentin.
do you
Oh,
know
really?
what,
like,
Essay
Walla
is
Habibi means?
better than saying their name?
No, like
Oh,
it's more
okay.
Oh, this
polite
is
to
my
say
duck
their
hunting
name. Like,
video.
Yeah, I saw
would you
that.
rather me call you Tristan or
I was gonna
that
go pull
person?
your duck hunting
Yeah,
video and
good
re-edit
point.
it.
But it's normal.
should.
Like it's
If I saw the
makes
footage,
sense.
that'd be a cool video if we both get the same footage and edited it.
Ooh.
A
Yours will be,
competition?
yours
We
will
should
be
do that.
better.
But like
I
in
just,
like 5
I
minutes.
just don't.
My travel videos are really fucking bad. That's why I need to take I'm taking a 9-hour course right now on Premiere Pro. Because like my travel videos are actually really fucking
And
bad.
then you're gonna crank out the Da Vinci one.
I am. I'm going to. And I'm going to crank out color as well, color grading. So that way, I need to know how to color grade before I can pick which one's better. Because like, how do you know which one's better if you don't know how to do it? You
That's
know?
the one that doesn't cost you money every month.
Yeah, true. I'll give you that one.
Personal opinion.
What the fuck is going on here?
I don't
Dude.
know. You're a little heavy on the yaw stick. We gotta get you some cine sticks,
Yeah, I need to get better at this.
and not the ones from Taco Bell.
Dude, so this was terrifying because I had a camera and had no idea what I was doing, but we had to cross this water here to this little island out here. And this was like 20 feet deep in the middle. And you had the waders on, so if the water gets in them, you just sink. And I
Yeah,
almost started
been
crying.
there.
Yeah, I almost was like, I can't do this. But I did it.
No,
and it was
get-
amazing. And duck is fucking good. I would say it's better than chicken.
Duck is pretty good.
If
Yeah.
it's prepared right, it is so good. We put some seasoning on it, shish kebabbed it.
It's got good breading on it.
It was so good.
Last weekend I had some breaded pheasant.
Oh, I heard that's
So
really good,
fucking
too.
good.
What's
so
that?
Really good.
fucking good.
is that a bird?
Yeah, little bird.
Yeah.
Wisconsin things,
Michigan things?
UP things.
Yes.
Upper P.
And it was roadkill.
Oh no,
No, it wasn't.
Yes,
that's
it
like
was.
a Jeffrey Dahmer
No,
type
it
of thing.
wasn't.
It was roadkill.
No, it was
My
not.
brother hit a flock of pheasants.
You're a
and
liar.
he grabbed
but it
every
was
single
fresh.
one. Yeah, it was fresh. It was fresh.
wasn't from like a week ago. Like,
yeah.
oh, I want this
hell
one.
no.
It was,
hell no.
it was vehicularly exterminated.
I don't know.
Correct.
I guess that's a little better. Has anyone else ever fucking
Breaded
hit a fucking
pheasant is
deer?
great.
like the
Yeah.
But doesn't the stomach explode? Isn't there an issue if you hit something you can't eat it, like with deer? Because the stomach acid explodes.
It depends where you hit it. If you just
Yeah,
clip their noggin on
that's
the
a case by
passenger
case.
side headlight like I do,
Wait, I
then
wanna
there's
see
not a
if you can see
problem.
me.
Say the deer
That's why
runs
you don't
into
have
the
a
side of your
left-handed.
car and still dies somehow, then that's
Former
perfect.
vehicle.
Oh, can we see Q? No.
No, we just got the shoes.
Oh yeah.
Is this your recording cue?
Yeah,
What is that?
I like
Ohio?
the composite decking. That's nice.
that's my grandpa's.
Yeah, it's a good look. I mean,
That's what he was trying to showcase
if
right
you
there.
can afford the
Yeah, my
composite
grandpa's
decking, it's
deck.
definitely.
That's what I was
Dude,
trying to
love
show.
the
I
I
know
love
it.
the tubing run you got going here.
Hey, what are
Yeah,
those?
Me and my grandpa made that.
Oh, it's
Little slides there,
Oh.
little channel. That's nice. But you got to do those. You ever see the guys who like put an old lawnmower up on blocks and then they run a rope around it and then they just so the back end's up and you got the rear tires spinning and then they run a long rope around a pulley up the hill.
That's pretty
And
cool.
they just put it in gear and it just spins. So it's like the tire's deflated, so it's got a little bit of play to it.
Yeah.
But then that's a rope pull, and you just grab that and you go back up to the top.
Oh, I thought you were gonna get chopped up by the fucking lawnmower.
No, you just use the tires basically to make a homemade rope pull for the tubing hill, and you could do something other than the lawnmower. That's just the video I happened to see this week.
Oh, did I crash?
No, you just set her down in the snow, or maybe you crashed. I don't know.
Oh, this is the one I saw. I was trying to see if you could see me. See how young I look.
San Antonio.
I gotta stop doing this because nobody knows what we're looking at. I want to make a video off this.
Bad radio.
It is. It's very bad radio. I have a bad radio voice. I need a better one.
I hate my voice on the radio. Well,
What
I
the
don't.
fuck
I don't
are you
watch this.
talking
I don't
about?
watch this podcast. I can't stand
That's
it.
beautiful.
It's terrible.
You're on it.
Well,
That looks like
I
Ohio.
don't know. I don't get high on my own supply.
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
You.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Well, was that little cue there?
Little Q-tip. That's my idiot friend. Joaquin Munoz. I know you're not watching because no one told you about it. But
Joaquin Muñez.
yeah, he's.
I don't know,
Clearly, he's Spanish.
There's a lot of people we haven't
He's
told about
Spanish?
this
Like from
podcast who see
Spain?
the reels.
Dude, I genuinely thought that the fucking yard found out about the podcast when
Oh shit,
Carl
that was fucking
came
funny.
in. He was like, dude, I've listened. Wait, what's his name? Carl? Brom?
Brom.
Oh yeah.
He came in. He's like, dude, I love your podcast. I was like, who the fuck are you, dude? He's like, I couldn't figure out who told him.
Shout out to him right
Dude,
now.
I knew
Yeah,
right
Did I
away.
tell him?
Yeah, I think.
I mean, it wasn't me.
If you didn't,
Probably me. I talked
oh,
to
there I am.
talk to him most days.
Who is that young demon?
Dude, I like the little Bieber hair you got going in the hood there.
No
That's a nice
mustache.
touch. Yeah.
Try- Oh, the same fucking jacket that I wear every day. Look at
Hell
that.
yeah.
But
No, he came in, but I came in the one day and Raul was like, "Hey man, you do a podcast?" Like, what the
fuck.
fuck? It came up on his Instagram reels.
No
Oh, yeah,
way.
that's awesome.
Seriously?
Yep.
Fuck.
Yeah, no, it's
Good
it's
stuff.
It's curtains,
Damn.
man. It came up on my brother's, which like he follows me, but it wasn't when I was tagged
Oh.
in.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't even tagged in it,
Damn.
so it just popped
Damn.
up on his reels.
Speaking of that, let's check and see. Actually, no, I don't give a fuck.
And we're back to this piece
Fuck
of shit
that
drone
shit.
video up on the screen.
That's you. Everybody go check out Brock Jersey's drone video.
Nah,
Give him a
let me at least put a
2023.
title on it first.
Number one drone streamer
Wait, how
on
did I?
YouTube.
Did you just unlisted this?
No, I just uploaded it. I did this after work today.
How is it unlisted?
This film is from
Because
today,
I
or you
unlisted, so you
edited
can
it?
see it on the channel. You went to the channel.
Oh.
What's that?
Do you edit it today or film it today?
I did everything. I went home from work, grabbed the drone off the desk at home, drove down the road.
Whoa, there's
did
still
this
ice over
little-
there?
Anybody who's
Oh, yeah.
listening
Because
right
the
now that
ice
has
over here
subscribed
already
recently,
melted.
I really appreciate it because we're really getting up there.
Click this.
The video that I truly meant don't click this. Like I'm just posting this so I can use it as my channel intro for people who come visit. Got 100 views in 30 hours.
Hey man,
I'm just gonna start saying that. Don't click this.
yeah, whatever you do, don't watch this video.
Yeah, and they fucking did it.
Hey guys, don't subscribe.
Don't subscribe.
So one thing I do notice from the shorts and the reels is I need to work on my posture on the couch over here. Gotta sit up, be more presentable. Hi guys.
YouTube picks your thumbnails for your shorts, and it's annoying because for some reason they don't
It's-
like me.
It's always just me lounging there. So I'm gonna stand
It's
up
always
and I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna look you guys right.
Right in the eyeballs.
Quentin likes to crop and zoom, so I'm just gonna come over.
I do a crop and zoom.
Hi kids. So
Let me talk to you.
I want to talk to you guys about something here, and it's important that you understand that what we talk about here is just for fun, and we're adults, and you shouldn't talk like this in your third grade classroom. But do hit subscribe, and we just really hope that you enjoy the show. But it's all for fun. None of us are actually gainfully employed. There's a guy who works nights in this building near the box that Quentin lives in, and he leaves the door unlocked. So we come in here every Thursday. We shoot this. We hope you guys love it. Please subscribe, like the podcast, because if this takes off, maybe one day all of us can pool our money and we can all get our own boxes instead of sharing Quentin's.
So we can share boxes.
So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next week.